his own forte, like, okay, he does not like to cook, he does not even like the kitchen and all of that. Understandable, Abi. Then we should be looking at other angles. Does he help them with laundry? Does he help them with this? No.
Exactly. A
Oh,
man that
it's like
likes to
simply like
do
this one
that.
he doesn't do anything. And what pisses me off the most is they will still match to him and be asking, what do you want to eat? Or what do you want to say? I'm not the one to know.
A parallel relationship.
I just hope
There's
that
only one
this
person
time
that's
around
giving.
that they
There's
want
only
to
one party
take their,
that's giving.
like, stay their ground. I hope that they're able to do it to the end, because this is bullshit. It is nonsense. And I am very tired of watching this same nonsense every year. Just shake me from BBN girls. But you people always put yourself, make yourself the ANITA, when with all their madness. There are times ANITA will cook, there are times Adekule will cook. That's how it's supposed to be. It's not be, and it's not only food. It is whatever we do for ourselves, it's supposed to be 50-50. Let's even say we don't want to go about 60-40 or 70-30. But at least let it be 50-50. I think just to see Lord that bad shit, and it could not even deem it fit to collect or for them. That thing busts my head. That is bust my head. Well raised. It's not about in it. It's not about speaking in it. It's not well raised at all. And I don't know. All these UK boys on the show, they just every year they just keep disappointing us, because it's like the same pattern. All of them, they have this I swear, nonsense, overflated ego that women must always, is because of it. Is it only in it or what? No, our girls too should just do better. The thing is annoying to be watching sometimes. The little clips that I saw on the internet yesterday, I was just pissed. Like, what is this again? And it was the way at the point in the kitchen where the girl was saying, "You see, everybody's looking at us." I was so pissed. Like, and he didn't care. It's like he enjoyed it. He enjoyed that people are singing, that you are scolding. And when
And all of a sudden, it was like, oh, Victoria saw you when you were calling me. I'm like, what's killing you? So, in all of these things that this girl is talking about, Victoria looks fine.
Victoria. I've been saying, for me, every day, man, talking for me, that he just does not know how to end that WANNI cycle and now go back to Victoria. It's just that he has not seen a perfect thing to hold on those girls. Like, perfect excuse for leaving. But he doesn't treat Victoria any better now. He doesn't treat her any better. The same way he's very condescending to WANNI, he's condescending to Victoria. So it is not about him wanting to end it.
Is the fact that, guys, is the fact that we all know that Victoria is very quiet. Do you understand? So maybe he has chanced Victoria different times, even when they were dating, or maybe when they were seeing, or maybe they were friends, or whatever they are to each other. Do you understand? And he has always gone scot-free, because Victoria would probably just state whatever in, like, gently, like, you cannot talk like that. Okay, well, Victoria does not, but at least in sometimes she will talk once in a while. Do you understand? What I'm trying to actually state is this. I'm sorry to state, people will come here now and come and be doing as if they are family of this guy, because what I'm trying to say, I'm just trying to be constructive here. This is not about fandom at all. I swear to God, this is not about fandom. This is about a personality. Anybody that eventually ends up, if this is his real personnel, if this is how he is in the real life, do you understand? So please just understand what I said when I said if this is how this guy is in the real life, right? I'm not scared of anybody. I don't fight yesterday, I fight tired. That's not a big deal. I'm just stating my own, because we know that BBN fans, their brain is not working. It's upside down. Now, if this is how this guy is in the real life, wow. But any woman that ends up with him, oh my God, you will suffer. Ah, that suffer will not be small. You will have, wait now, let me land. You will have emotional trauma. Then, aside from you having serious emotional trauma, then you now have you'll be emotionally drained. Then after that, you will not be able to keep your pride as a woman. Your self-esteem will be extremely low. So whoever ends up with this guy, irrespective of how rich he is or whatever, should be somebody that has actually already decided that this life is no longer for them, and they just want to be a furniture in with him. Because honestly, I don't understand how a woman would train a whole man, a whole handsome, cute guy like that. You understand? As in, I don't understand why parents are like this. They used to do it. Now they'll be like, "He's a man. Don't worry, leave him alone. He's not nice." Africans,
The kind of air they're sniffing in that UK that's making all these
it's not just,
men.
see, I have, see, please don't even talk about that. See, I have families that I want to tell you something categorically. I have my families, they lived in the UK since over 60 years ago. The mother just died. She went there when she was at the age of 20. I'm just giving you an example. And they used to bring their children home. In fact, they even came with their children at some point to come and live in Nigeria for 4 years or 5 years so that they can get training. And you trust Nigerians now. All the way they help them remove them. My brothers are very, very well organized. I'm not even lying. And they have lived, their first son is like 52 years old now. He has, out of that 52 years old, he has been living in the UK for the past 48 years of his life. And you cannot tell me Robert is a very brought up guy. I'm even not joking. Same thing with the second brother that is now 44 or 45. See, you guys should not be just stating that because you see one person or two people, everybody is the same. I have families, loads of them in the UK that are not like that. Why are you talking like this? Here in the US, make a land, oh, make a land. Here in the US, I want to give you an example. My boyfriend, and I'm not even capping, is a white guy. The guy, ha, that woman, she should be an example to women in this life. I'm telling you, this guy is so freaking and I've never seen a man in my life that is that organized. Obo, Moti, sometimes me, I'm clean. Oh, he knows, and I'm even sure that that is why he actually likes me. That's one of the reasons, right? But you know what? Sometimes you know how you work consecutively, like you have so much work to do, and you're not able to clean up. He will be cleaning up after me. Can you imagine? Guy would be folding my clothes. He would have made my food. He would have planned my life. He would have, we are going on holiday. We are doing this. We are going to go and eat. So what I'm trying to say is that that guy is an example for men, that how to treat a woman, caring. So I know that Sean does not love one. I'm not saying you should love him. Let's leave love alone. And I don't care that they even like each other. That's not the business. The business is, if you are dealing with a friend and a friend is sad, thank you, that you are dealing with a friend and a friend is actually sad, what will you do with that friend? At least apologize to the friend. So it's not just nice how you are not able to even open your mouth and say, "Oh, sorry" to your. He's a friend. Well, he's not boyfriend. See, all these people that are shipping, they are mad. They have mental problem. Because I don't know how some. Because I don't know how somebody will be treating somebody like a debt, and you guys are there shipping them. Are you mad? Do you have mental issues? I don't understand. Then, guys, also think of something.
You will lose some amount of brain cells. You have to delete your brain.
Guys, and you also know one thing about this shipping thing. Guys, also think of something. It's not only about shipping. You're not getting it. Please try and understand. They also need the votes. So all these shippers are actually for WANNI, if I'm right. Like 80% of them.
No, that's not, no. Some are still for Sean. It's not just for WANNI.
But most of them are already standing with WANNI. Did you see the tier where they say, I stand with WANNI, I stand with, you didn't see it? Yeah, as at yesterday, I was seeing it. Well, maybe if you didn't see it.
We have shawarma.
What to shawarma?
The man, I want the shawarma. They are shipping the two of them, Sean and Wani.
Anyway, Sha, that's their problem. So what I'm trying to state in other words is that, as in, honestly, Sean's mother, no, she didn't do a good job. I cannot lie, because I can, in the aspect of emotions, that's what I'm actually even talking about. I'm not talking about, yeah.
Some people, the parents did a very good job. They are the ones that will now turn around and become whatever they.
It's true, Sha. Sometimes it's like that because that's what they. But you know that in our culture, they will be like, if your son, they will say a bad child is the mother's own. Eh? Well, maybe a woman that he truly loves. Yeah, you are right, Sha.
this person that Sean does not want to mention her name. She and his girlfriend, Abibawo. So Wani said they were having normal bands in the kitchen with Victoria, and everybody was happy and everything was going on well. So she said she said they were mentioning names of DJs that they would love to see come play in the Big Brother house. So she said that Sean described one DJ. So where Wani put her hand on her head, like describing the DJ. So she just mentioned the DJ's name, and then that's how Sean took it, like, oh, how dare you mention her name? Why did you mention her name? I don't want you to mention her name. And she was like, oh, but you didn't tell me not to mention somebody's name. Not like we had a prior conversation and you told me not to mention the person's name. So that's how he now said, come, I want to have a talk with you. And he started shouting that so when he said she told him that you're acting weird just because I mentioned someone's name. It's not like a big deal. Like, oh no, you cannot tell me I'm acting weird. It's triggering. You can get the fuck off. Get the fuck. Oh,
Do you know that? Do you know that in this life, one man's poison is another man's blessing? So Bunny, whatever anybody may say, she's dirty. No, it's not every woman in this life that will be using cream. They, in all honesty, let's be right, let's be real. They have good facial look. Their face is good. Okay. Now,
You can't call
like I learned now, some people are saying rubbish on the TL that they will say that they have all manner of names for them. See, irrespective of the fact that they are not well coordinated when it comes to fashion. Then aside from that fashion aspect, maybe the way they throw their breast around, like, okay, you have that kind of breast. You, even if you cannot wear bra, there are things that people wear in this part of the world that I am. Oh my God, my mom is calling me. Hold on. There are things that people call there are things that people wear in this part of the world, right? That um um Moti, I'm coming. Let me quickly just drop a voice note for us before she start getting married. I'll be right back.
Okay, someone else can continue talking. Yes, I know that if he's with a babe, even the things that he does not know how to do, he would want to learn. He would be eager to learn.
Somebody that you rate. Correct one.
Do you understand? Correct one. I don't know they make it easy because any little thing would have crawled back to him. Any little
Imagine,
thing,
imagine you gave yourself contact pan in Uleyo. She will not access.
oh,
Even if it is because of food, he will access. When this person see that yesterday, you people still serve him. If he had come there and say sorry, I didn't make your food, and you stood your ground.
Yeah.
Then he will even know that
you don't disrespect me.
as Balele he came again.
So
She did make food. I did, but she made food for him yesterday. Yes, now.
Cause you remember my tweet, ba?
In the heat of that argument. Yes, I saw your tweet of where you said, oh, you were not supposed to eat with the heart shape. Was not supposed to eat their even yes, now he connected to before they went to argue outside. He connected to us there are ladies inside the couple. We are mothers.
Please, we have to. This is too. It comes from the family. We have to instill this notion in our girls that you can't just be doing wifey duties for people that are not worth it. Like even your siblings are home safe. You can't just like yes, you have to be homely, but you see your brother's clothes and watch it. No, he has to ask them. He has to plead for it. I feel maybe they are used to them doing things for guys. Maybe their mother put this notion in their head like, yes, it's a man's world. You have to look after a man. It's wrong. Because how will you be slaving for someone that is not worth it? How would you? So she still cook for him last time after this whole nonsense. God forbid. Hey, that food will choke him. Never.
He collect am or keep am for cabinet. He chop am well. Even queue to collect the food sef.
You know, I was having that discussion with somebody yesterday, and the person was trying to rationalize that guy's behavior, saying that, but people fight in homes, these are just normal disagreement and things like that. And I said,
was Marvis. It was your friend
Marvis, yeah. And I said to her, I said, don't rationalize bad behavior in the name of tolerance. This is what will result in domestic violence, all manner of things. You are giving examples of bad homes to justify what is bad. What will be the result? The result will be continuation of domestic violence, the fight and the things, disagreement you see in home. And what we are trying to achieve is a situation whereby we are not going to be having all those instances.
Yes, you can speak.
Okay, you can't be seeing red flags and be saying you can't be seeing red flags and then be rationalizing red flags, be excusing red flags. Most times when people end up in abusive relationship, abusive marriages, the signs have already been there. It's hearing things like this that makes them enter such kind of relationship or ending up with such men. You keep telling them, no, it's just normal disagreement. It doesn't really matter. You will resolve it. People fight, they disagree. You talk about there are things that are major character flaws that when you see in a person, you better run. Sean has a combination of a whole lot of attributes that are very scary. The guy has anger issues. He has a big ego. He is arrogant. A person cannot have all these things combined. And you are not in the process of saying, with understanding, I'm going to change him. You are not the Holy Spirit to change anybody. If somebody has a lot of things to unlearn, let the person go and unlearn on his own. Don't say I will be there to help, to assist, to do this. In the process of time, things will get better. His character will be better, and then we enjoy ourselves. You will just end up being beaten black and blue. You understand? So the guy has a lot of things to unlearn. A lot of you have said things about bringing and things like that, and it's very factual. The guy is old now, 28. That's how he has grown up all his life. He's probably used to dealing with ladies that whenever he speaks, they will keep quiet. I'm sure that is why he's getting angrier for the fact that he is speaking and WANNI is speaking back. He's probably not used to ladies standing up for themselves and saying, you cannot call me this. Because if you see the fight yesterday, while he was speaking and talking to her, she was, as much as she was telling him to calm down, she was also talking back. He said, you can't be disrespectful. Yeah, you can't be this. And the more she talks back, the angrier she gets. She's like, I'm talking. Why are you talking? I'm talking. You should be quiet. And the girl is like, no, you can't be insulting me and be telling me to be quiet. That's the thing. Somebody is saying, if you compare to Victoria, if that guy talks to Victoria, Victoria will just be looking. She's very mellow. Nothing. Then there is nothing more. It's like I have
after
won.
Mr. Deeps, Fierce would go. After Fierce, Dizzy would go. So after Dizzy, Sharon. Yeah.
So he's like he always wins with Victoria. Victoria does not stand. That's why even Biggie tries to tell her, girl, do you really stand your ground? Do you really insist on your own thing? Do you really insist on your own perspective when it comes to matter? Ebuka came the other day, was trying to ask her, okay, when you made decision as to who to stay with you guys in the head of house room, was there a collaboration? Was there a agreement between the two of you? And you will see most times Victoria is still defending the guy. But this is a girl, despite everything, of course, we fought her and her sister for how they treat him like a king, despite everything. But he still, to some extent, still fights against disrespect. And he is somebody that wants it all. You have to be totally submitted. When I'm saying I don't like this, just shut up and accept. So if you end up with a man like this, I'm sorry, it will be tears, unending tears. And I hope that they wake up. I don't even want Biggie encouraging them to go and resolve anything with what we have seen. Biggie should not push anyone to go and say, hey, Abby, apologizing to this one and this one, because it's going to continue. So I hope the girls actually wise up and just let him be and go and deal with whatsoever issue he has, and then forget about this whole thing they are doing. Let's just hope it's just for the show and it ends there.
Fierce, you can go. After Fierce, then Dizzy would go.
Thank you, Maxi. I think for me, right, I feel like respect is given if you respect yourself as well. I'm not justifying anybody's behavior, but both parties are they even respecting themselves in the first place? And then I don't understand. What are you in the big breath? See, I still cannot understand. I can't wrap my head around it. You went into a show for a game for money, right? And then you now found one man there and decided to be his house help. Why? Why? You are washing for him, you are cooking for him, you are kissing him, you are warming his bed. You are practically giving everything about, like, your even housewife will not even do this. Honestly, a wife
People can't
will not even do it. You went to sacrifice yourself for this man. A man that, not even a man, a boy, for heaven's sake. A boy. Because what? You've not found love before, or you've not been with a man before. Why can't he wash his own clothes? Why can't he make his own bed? Why can't he make his own food? Then when you guys want to love up, you can love up or do the rubbish you're doing. Did he ask you to? No. You went to go and be doing everything for him. Now they're telling you to shut up. You don't have a voice. You're opening your eyes. I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. I actually don't respect people who don't respect themselves. If you respect yourself, people will respect you. There are people that,
I think she has fallen so much for this guy that
honesty,
she doesn't even know what to do with herself again.
Let's imagine, like, even, okay, let's use previous seasons. Even Bella that had all the assurance in the world, Bella did not go and cook and clean and be washing clothes. Never. She did not. She did not. No matter what you guys will say, she did not. Look at all the previous shifts. Why is your own different? Like, you are in a house for money. Nobody have said that, okay, you have to, in order to win this money, you have to, be a house help for him. Nobody said that. It's not part of the terms and conditions. It's not part of it. And then you are crying every day. You are wearing glasses. Today, he's this. Tomorrow, he's that. You go and beg. What are you begging for? And you even know, the funny thing is, it's even the self-awareness for me. Because she's even like, oh, I'm always begging. Oh, so you know that you're the one always begging. And you're still begging. Something is wrong. Something is wrong somewhere. You're not okay. I'm sorry. I don't have anything against her. But you're not okay. Even when she told her sister yesterday, I watched the clip where she told her sister to go and beg. Her sister said, no. This man is giving me PTSD. Right? I'm not going. I am not going. That is someone who knows, okay. I'm talking about her sister, Honey. I'll be Handy. I don't know.
Andy, yeah.
I'm talking about her sister who knows her what. Like, I'm not going to talk to him. Someone has finished speaking to you like that. You are even telling him, like, you are aware. If you are not even aware, we'll say, oh, she's probably just helplessly in love. Oh, she's not seeing. No, you are aware. You are speaking out his red. You are speaking out. I don't want to call it red flags or anything because I don't want to tag anything to anybody. But you are speaking out the things you don't like. You are saying it to his face. And yet later, 5 minutes later, you are telling your sister to go and talk to him. Why?
Is love.
What kind of dirty love? Moti, please. That's not love.
She's saying it right now in the diary session that she really, really, really likes this person. Blah blah blah
You
blah.
can like this person.
That she wants it to be. She wants it to be like he talks, she talks, and then they move on. She doesn't want him to be.
But if you know that something is not working, it's not working. It's
That's
not
what Big
working.
Brother is trying to let her know.
Did you just hear what Big Brother just told her?
What did he say?
Big Brother just told her that if you feel disrespected or slighted, you shouldn't. It's not necessary you be the one that is the bigger person. Maybe it is time for Sean to show how much he values you.
This girl is actually strong without this stupid sheep. That's what is even paining me the most. She's strong. She doesn't even need the sheep. I even feel like the sheep is clouding her. She doesn't need it. So what are you there for? You wash your clothes, you wash his clothes, you make his bed, if possible, you put food in his mouth, you ask him, you wake up
older than your age. You look older than your age.
in the morning and ask, what do you want to eat? As per what now?
As per Proverbs 31 woman.
What is he doing for you? Someone should come out here and tell me one thing that this boy have done for her. One thing, please let me finish. One thing he has done for her, rather than putting her his filthy hands in her boobs. What else? What else? Nothing. To get down the same bed. What are you doing? His own is to just put hand everywhere he wants to put, be smacking bum bum, and that's it. And you're crying with glasses. You're wearing glasses, crying. You are acknowledging the fact that he's doing this, he's doing this, he's doing that. But go and talk to him for me. Are you okay?
No verses. Look at that saying, I will cook for him, I will serve him. Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
She's even saying it with her mouth.
House.
She's even saying it with her mouth.
Dizzy, you can go. Let Dizzy speak.
I'm not finished. Let me finish ranting my rant because it's actually annoying me. I really don't like females that don't use their head. It's so. Let me not call it disgusting, because if you talk too much now, her fans will come and do, we like her like that, we stand her like that, we do this like that. I'm not saying you should stand. I'm not saying you should stand, but your girl is better off without that rubbish sheep. Sheep that's in the first few days, it has started with fingering. The third day, you people have found out that you are AS. Please tell me what can come out of this sheep when both of you are AS. Tell me. Tell me the future. Some people will even say, okay, maybe he likes her, she likes him, they can actually marry tomorrow. Tell me how two AS people that know by themselves that they are both AS. And then tomorrow you're coming to tell me your ship is genuine. How is your ship genuine? Please. It's not making sense to me. You're there cleaning, and they even have shippers on top. Like, it's so weird. It's really, really weird. Like, both of them are really weird. I don't get it. I really, really can't comprehend this kind of ship. I don't. It's weird. And for me, right, I'll just say, like, probably that's how he is. He's quite an egoistic person. I'm not saying he's a bad person. I will never tag anybody that, because I don't know him personally. He's very, very egoistic, and you can see it. You can see it. You could see it. Even the way he was speaking to Victoria, you can see that this person is egoistic. Remove yourself. You are repeating everything you are doing for him. Continue. And she will still go and beg. You go and beg him tomorrow. Even Fina did not do this one. Fina that they dragged on this street. Fina knew her worth, at least. When it's time to change it for anybody, she will change it. Rubbish. Like, it's just so freaking annoying. Like, it's so painful. Like, seeing your fellow ladies, like, especially the ones that you know that they are actually better off. You don't lack love at home. You have a twin sister. It's not like, you're there, you're lonely, you need the sheep by force. No, you have a twin sister. You are there together.
Anything.
You're following somebody that you're washing and doing house help for.
Please, let's allow Dizzy speak. Like, raising her hand for one. Dizzy, you can unmute your mic and speak.
Thank you. First of all, let me start with, I feel like if you want to drag somebody, you come and drag that person with your full chest and admit it. If I want to drag anybody, I'm coming to drag you, I'll call your name and drag you. All these ones that people will come and be saying, you're already calling people somebody name, and you're saying, I don't want to call her, I don't want to drag her, I'm not here, I'm just saying you're already dragging now. For the fact that you're calling her names, you're already dragging. That's number one. Secondly, so, like, I'm not, WANNI is my friend, full chest. I'm standing here with my full chest, with my everything. But then, I'm not supporting that ship does not mean I'm going to say anything about my girl because she got into the house on the third day. She was already talking to this guy. Even in the real, if it were in being in the real world now, people break up. Like if you are let's not even tag it relationship because me, I'm not tagging it relationship. They are just vibing. And then again, people just connect with people, even your girlfriends among yourself. Sometimes people connect with people, they have issues, they go for vacations just to cool off, just to forget about it. This girl is in that house with this guy and they're already connected. See, he's like the person they have, the closest person they have in that their cycle. What are you saying? What are you expecting her? Okay, if this guy is having this thing of, I'm not going to beg this girl. Yes, he has ego. We all know that he's having ego. But then she cannot just cut off now. At least not now. She cannot just cut off now. They are already going. She cannot just.
What's your suggestion?
She cut off. What has she cut off?
She cannot just.
What do you suggest she do? She does.
Can you people allow me, please? Can you people allow me,
Sorry,
please?
I'm really sorry, Dizzy, for interrupting you. Dizzy, I beg you in the name of God. If that person, if Wani was your sister, will you come up to say she should not cut off with that person?
Not now. Nobody is going for marriage. Nobody is arranging for their marriage. Nobody is arranging for their marriage.
Until she runs mad and land in the hospital.
Nobody is arranging for anybody's marriage. People should allow people rest. People have done worse in that house. People have shipped useless
It's
ships.
not about
They
this.
have
Not
not
about
break up.
doing what.
Nobody
It's
is
about
going to
using
do
your sense.
introduction.
Because you
Nobody is going to do introduction.
until she lands in
Nobody is going to do
hospital.
introduction. Is anybody going to collect introduction? Please.
You are in this
Is anybody
busy.
going to collect?
You are
Please,
in
if you
this
just want to come and talk
busy.
about somebody, come and
Hold
talk
on,
to the
calm
person.
down.
Let's say rest, please.
Let's allow her.
Calm.
Let's mute our mic and continue.
If you want to mute the mic, it's fine. That's not what I'm saying. If you want to mute it, it's fine.
Yes,
I will let
yes,
just
hold on.
say what I want to say.
Yes, hold on. Let her land.
Let's all mute our mic. Let this
I'm not even speaking. Who is calling my name? I'm not even speaking.
No, first is not speaking. Dizzy, you can continue.
All of you should wait. At least this is the fourth week, right? Third week. If this girl comes out, at least she has gone like, if they are forming alliances and anything in that house now, at least that is the only person she knows it. She admits she's a witch. She knows it. She admits everything. But that is the closest person that she is, like they have in that house. It's even now that they're trying to bring Victoria. So please, even if she wants to beg till she win the 100 million, allow her continue begging. It's nobody's business. She will beg and win the 100 million, then she will have sense. So people should allow her rest. It's not as if anybody. Some people said here. Some people said here. Me, I'm telling you people.
Can I ask you a question?
I'm telling you people. So, I'm a Wani fan. And first of all, let me tell you. Some
you
people
part of
here,
Energy
some of the people that will come
Wait,
here and be
now, are
talking,
you part of
they are the
Energy
people that they will just take them for.
Let me be
Is
sure
this
that you are my
it?
friend. Wait, 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 I'm talking to you now. She's a Wani fan. Wait, are you are you part of Energy Squad?
No, I'm not.
Okay, please come and be going. Thanks. Bye-bye. No wonder.
No, I'm not. Don't worry. Me, I'm telling you, those people that are coming here to do this, most of them are the ones that they will just carry them for a night stand and they will end up going to those people's gates every day. Don't come and be forming righteousness, please. It does not, but we don't have anything to do now. We don't have anything to do. Your opinion does not count now. So you just allow her rest and do her thing till she comes out and she will live by herself. You can't go and beat her now.
How does it relate to what?
Even if you are
happening?
leave her, you cannot say it to her face. She cannot hear you. But we'll talk about it in her face.
You just continue talking about something you don't have anything to do about it. That's just it. You talk about it, right, but you can't do anything about it. So it's just
Yeah, that's what we are talking about it now. Because you saying she cannot cut off now.
Come and insult her.
Maybe when she lands in Yabalet and they tie her to
But were you here when this conversation started? Were you here when this conversation started? Hold on.
Dizzy.
Don't you see how they were lashing Sean?
There's nothing you would do. If you want to insult her, who would insult her? There's nothing you would do. Nothing. Not as in, no, nothing. You can't do more than a dead rat. If you want to, we will. We've been insulting other people in this place, and heaven did not fall. So all this was saying, she cannot hear you. Leave her alone. No, this is a social experiment, and as much as it is about the housemate, it's about we, the viewers, too. So whatever we see on that show, we will dissect and analyze it, and there's nothing you can do about it. So you can continue speaking. Omalicha, I think Omalicha wants to speak. Omalicha, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Omalicha, yes, you can speak. Omalicha, okay.
I am here. What I wanted to ask you, what exactly happened between SHAUN and WANNI? Because I've been following whatever has been happening, but I don't even know what's passed between the two of them. But for me, what I want to say is this: those guys know what they're doing. Okay? If you look at it in the game ways, let's stop thinking that these people are actually in love or they want to marry after they leave the house. That's not going to happen. The thing is, the girls believe they're gamers. You understand? The boy believes he's a gamer. He wants to put their hands together as one and make them see a man's brain. Understand? This Okwa is doing. Why did he do it yesterday? Why is he doing it in the diary room? Yeah. The other thing is, the girls also know what exactly they're doing. They want to play the boy. But the thing is, who is going to be the best gamer? Yeah, because I don't understand why the heck are they fighting? Besides, is the relationship a do or die? Or is it their strategy? I understand the girls is their strategy because they don't even want any girl, especially when she doesn't want any girl that's ship. She actually hates any ship in that house. So everyone that enters ship, she nominated. So the whole thing is, me, there's nothing that I'm going to say that I feel bad for WANNI, I feel bad for SHAUN. They both know what they're doing. I understand. Whatever they're doing is by choice. No one is forcing them. They're choosing whatever they're doing. Yeah? Because why does WANNI have to choose to be a chief and a janitor while the boy is a king? Is it Bashorunga or what? I don't understand. So honestly, you should just give us a next chapter. We're tired of this. Every single time they have a fight, We're tired, though. There's no one that needs relationship advice because they just to do what they're doing. So even if you tell them something, they want to do what they want to do. And yeah, they want to do it to their benefit. So I don't see why everybody should be scared for 1 year. I hear this, I hear this. The guy knows what he's doing, the babes know what they're doing. Because they want him to beg them, he wants them to beg them. So now who go bed fast? Yeah. So really. Anyway, me, I'm really bored of the ship. Now today I even found out that they actually have shippers. I thought that ship was so dry.
They have shippers. They have confirmed shippers. Oma that just joined now. Scorpio Queen. You can speak them Facebook quick.
Okay. Thank you. Hi, host, co-host. Hi, Charlie.
Hello.
Guys, I I don't know. You for underrating WANNI X and you. They clearly know what they are doing. Even if they leak, even if they decide to leak the floor on which SHAUN works on, they know what they are doing. When you watch these girls very well, you will know that they are very, very, very self-aware. You know, the whole washing of clothes, cooking, whatever, they know what they're doing. SHAUN knows what he's doing. This is their game plan. Just like the last speaker said, they are not taking themselves out of that story. There is no storyline anywhere. The show is so dry. Like, if you leave the ship, where are you going to? There is nothing else. So she's going to stay there till the show ends. She's not going anywhere. No matter how much you talk about it. You understand? For me, it's not right, but that might be her game. So if she wants to go on, being the one to go and beg or whatever, that's her business. It's her game. She knows what she's doing. The WANNI that we watch on this show cannot be that soft, cannot be this. She knows what she's doing. I see her as a very strong girl and a very smart girl. This is just her game. I know that she's very self-aware. And as for SHAUN, his game 100%. Why was he crying earlier? He didn't cry throughout yesterday, so why cry? Oh my God, I beg you. Why was he doing that? Oh God. And this week is not even voting week. He should have just saved the drama for next week, but he doesn't know. So the crying, the whole whatever, to me, it didn't make any sense. Sha. Then as for WANNI, you guys should free those girls. They know what they are doing. The both of them. These girls, they don't even need to talk. When WANNI looks at Handy, she already knows what her sister wants to say. When they look at each other, like they are so close that they don't even need to talk all the time. Once they just give themselves eye contact, they already know what they want to do or what they want to say, or you understand. So I feel like they know what they are doing. So for me, I don't even have time to drag them or whatever. They should just continue if that is their game and if it will make them win. But it's so unfortunate that everybody is fighting for the money that is married. But it is well. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, man. This is another POV, and honestly, I think I'm seeing this way now. So I feel like, oh, the show is dry, and everybody needs a storyline, so they need something to keep them going, and that is why, because they are so like first set, they are so aware.
So they will be crying and doing your mother to keep them going. You going alone, this kind of going. Is that
I'm
is that
really
I don't
sorry,
agree with
Betty.
that. I don't agree with that.
no, this kind of keeping going.
I don't agree at all.
Exactly.
Disrespect in the
Sorry,
name of
you cannot like
Because
you
the
know
guy is
one
good
thing
in the
about
world.
Big Brother that we should know is how narratives can stick, how tags can stick to people. So I'm sorry, they may know what they are doing, but this is a very foolish way to go about it. Because this kind of thing that can actually stick with you forever, no matter what you become in life, people will see you as this. It's not a narrative to sell. It's not a knowing what to do. Like I don't even know the English to use. It does not make sense.
Yes, for
Because
me, I
this
feel like
this thing is going to stick.
narrative from this whole drama. I think it's Sean.
That's what I'm saying.
If he
Both of
farts,
them.
if he farts, oh, he's abusive. If he eats, he's
Let me
abusive.
let me
Oh,
tell
my
you
ex.
something.
I feel
Let me
like
tell
it's
you
not Sean,
something.
though.
Let me tell you something, and this is what, no matter how we want to put it, both of them are going to carry the narrative forever. Not for, God forbid forever, but both of them are going to carry the narrative because with her, people are going to still see things to talk about. Oh, you that you are this because of man. Like, do you understand how it looks? How it looks like? And then with him, people are going to put the whole abusive,
And the funny thing
whatever.
the funny thing about Big Brother is, show is the real show.
It's the real show. Do you understand? People are going to tag you with, oh, now, in all honesty, based on the fact that people have used the word abusive so many times, and now people are not even using it again. The recent one is, oh, he's egoistic. Egoistic will come and go. He's egoistic, but no one will be able to define like the exact action or how he is because I'm not seeing abusive anywhere. In all honesty, instead, what I'm seeing is people saying, why is she being a house help for him? See, oh God, I'm just upset. I'm just upset because she doesn't deserve it. In all honesty, I'm upset because she does not deserve it. I'm upset because she should know better. And if it is a game, this is not how to play a game. If she knows what she's doing, I rather her be the bossy type, the one that will tell him, no, you can't speak to me in this manner. Don't do that. Who are you? Who the hell do you think you are?
She says all of that. The only place I have issues is that she should go back and beg. She doesn't allow him to speak over her. She says her own back too. I would give her that. She does not keep quiet.
She will say her own back and then go back and beg.
Hey, that's the craziest part of everything.
And after going back to beg, you will still make food and give to him.
Of course, and wash clothes. And go back to that one woman.
As what?
These guys, I feel like we we're watching it from here and we get to see how bad it is. But when you're inside this house, you won't get to picture how bad, like how bad something is.
There is no way this baby is not picturing how bad. Like you're opening your mouth.
She keeps crying.
You're opening your mouth to say, I wash for him. I clean for him. I cook for him.
It's part of the play.
I make
like
his
he has
bed.
looking for pity.
Like that's to tell you that the babe she's counting everything she's doing for him. So which means she's aware. And
African
how is the
magic.
person that is aware? Please, I don't know if I'm just the only person analyzing it in this way.
Yes, I understand what you're saying, but I want to believe that this is just a game. Honestly.
God, I beg you.
God, which kind of game be this one? Game where we say them they disrespect you. The fans now where we are shoot with us.
Everything market is
that disrespect. She wants you to come with pity.
So for my game now, I will be.
Yes, but nobody is pitying for anybody again. This is week 6.
But you know that you can't really even say what's going on
even know
outside.
She doesn't even know that
if
they
you
are
want
not
to do
arisers.
pity votes, you will do it in the first or second week. People will pity for you. Not on the 6th or 7th week.
See. Let's not. One thing we will not do is to lie to ourselves. If those inside house don't know what's going on and they are lying to themselves, those of us outside, we should not lie to ourselves. When ONYEKA cried and she gained a riser, that is what you do to gain a riser. When Victoria was doing mumu for SHAUN and she gained a riser, that's understandable. See, this instance, whatever it is that is happening between SHAUN and WANNI, I don't want to believe that any woman will subject themselves to disrespect from the man you claim to love, and you now say it's because I know the game I'm playing. By the time you are done with the game, what happened to your self-worth?
Maybe SHAUN has promised to take her to England.
When SHAUN does not eventually marry you, and you now come outside, and every guy that meets you, they'll be like, oh, everybody who wants to come and play rubbish with you because they've seen you on national TV, they've seen the length at which you will go to endure nonsense. No, sometimes let us use this it's no game. It's no game. See, I understand the fact. I will give them the fact of like, some people, their love language is act of service and all of that. And I want to give them what's that word? I want to be kind in that aspect that okay, that is their own. They actually love cooking, and I will not blame them for that. But my own is knowing this life when whatever you are doing out of love, when it has starts attracting respect, or whatever when you're supposed to be getting thank you, accolades, you are not getting disrespect from it. Know when to stand your ground. Regardless of how you feel about somebody, the truth is all of us we get relationship. There are times that yes, we've compromised. There are times that you because some person get your move button, you will do some things that naturally you will not do. But when it's becoming a constant, then you need to open your brain to know that to know when to say no and to know when. So this one, if this is a gameplay, she will regret the gameplay because what is it? She will come outside now. She will be running for a gig, and somebody will say until they sleep with her. She would want to get a deal. Somebody will say until we sleep with you, until we do this one, until we do that one. Because now they can see all their weaknesses online. No. The way sometimes we used to talk, if it's our own sister, our blood sister, so we are going to end this one, we are going to clap and say, yes, continue. It's your gameplay. You are going to come out fine with it. Then we know the kind of society that we had, that they will not say anything to SHAUN that is triggering them and doing all of that. It is their own reaction and how they go about it that people are going to be using to judge them. So let's know. We can't give any other excuse. But saying somebody will allow intentional disrespect because it is a game. Me, I will not support that. I use my
God bless you, iPlugs. God bless you for that.
I think Kamalicha wants to speak. Let's hear from you again.
Hey, so what I wanted to say is somebody was there saying that, Big Brother's not what she deserves and everything. See, WANNI chose SHAUN for herself.
And please, for those talking about love language, I want to understand which aspect of love language SHAUN is showing. I don't get it. What is his own love language? What is he doing for her? What? And someone is coming
The
here
thing
to
is,
say,
you guys never had
you just want to maybe speak the truth. What is he doing for her?
Kamalicha, you can speak.
I beg.
The thing is this. You guys are forgetting. This is how even in real life relationships are. There are guys who are in a relationship and they're putting 0 in the relationship. And the babe is doing everything. And there are those babes who are doing total actually nothing and the guy is doing everything. Let's take an example that this is what is happening between Sean and Wanni.
Probably it's her
If you
network.
actually
Can you hear
listen
her?
to these twins at the beginning of the season, you will.
Maybe it's just me. Let me.
Amacha, continue.
Anyway, what I was saying is this: the girl chose Sean for himself, for herself. Nobody forced her to follow him. She could have chosen out or chosen in, and she chose in. She's the one that was saying, I can't directly quote what she said. It was actually, is it the second day or the first day? And she was saying that she thinks she's actually attracted to Sean, his intelligence, the way he speaks, and everything. Now, so they started talking about genotype the next time we saw them, they were in the garden. The next thing is they're already in a ship. Madam initiated everything. There is nothing that she does not deserve it. Yeah, she had all the time to study the guy, but she could not wait. Secondly, is that the thing is, she's already seeing everything that is happening, but she chooses to stick around. This is equivalent to a woman that is in an abusive relationship. She sees the man beat her hell on earth, and she still decides to keep with the guy, even after being told to leave. You think one is not seeing what she's doing? Besides, she considers herself as the best gamer. She considers herself as very intelligent and everything. So she thinks she's going to actually play Sean. Sean is actually also playing the both of them because she has already seen what they can actually do. And yeah, I actually think the word abuse is being misused. Yeah, I am a person who believes that show me your friend, or tell me your friend, I tell you who you are. Yes, that is absolutely true. But in this case, these are allegations we cannot make without proof. Yeah, because people say, oh, because he's Shakespeare's friend, he was Shakespeare's manager and everything, so he's doing the same, and we're already seeing it. See how he's forming, crying, everything in diary. But the whole thing is that is there proof? For Shakespeare already had proof for everything was we could see. There was nothing to deny. In this case, what do we have against Sean? Yes, we might actually perceive him to be abusive, but because he has a big ego, because he feels he's on top of the world, doesn't really amount to being an abuser. But the thing is, I still believe that if he's friends with Shakes, there has to be something uniting the both of them. And the thing that we actually know about Shakes is that he's an abusive man. So if there's something that unites them, they should actually prove to us that he's an abuser.
Can you leave Shakes?
But because he doesn't do anything in the relationship, and man chooses to do his laundry, feed him breakfast, lunch, and dinner, caress him, so many people do that kind of shit now. And I'm not sure she's doing it to bear the guy's heart, but Sean is here for the game. If Wanni thinks she's going to use all this all this lovey dovey that she's trying, I don't think it's going to do me. There is nothing that she doesn't deserve it. She chose the guy she was seeing, know that she cannot see, know that she has poor judgments. Besides, Handy is her sidekick. Why couldn't she tell her? They are both sticking around, sticking around, sticking around. So let them take up what they chose to take. Let them face the consequences. If it slaps them in the face, make them swallow there's nothing like pity for what? They chose what they are in right now. So really, yeah, I don't really see any difference. Because even if they were outside the house, the same thing would be happening. But I'm very sure it wouldn't happen outside the house because they're both using each other. That's their aim. So really, there's nothing like pity. I just want to see who is going to do the game better. Is Sean going to make their brains amaze, or is Wanni and Hadi are they going to play him? That's what I want to say. There's nothing like shipping. No. I'm even surprised that they have shippers because what's that ship giving? Nothing. There is no romance, nothing. Like there is nothing. It's too dry. I remember Ebuka told these people that they are boring. And Wanni and Hani want to force drama, especially Wanni. So I don't understand because I feel like she may want to use the whole thing, the whole relationship as her drama points. Because I mean, the other week she looked straight in the camera when she was going to sort out things between her and Handy. So I don't trust anybody. They actually chose their shaggy, let them face it head on.
All right. Baby Z. Baby Z, you can go after Baby Z. DBCF is going to speak because she has raised her hand. Then Snowy.
I'm not talking. I'm only here to counter whatever anyone says. I was not sit for by
Okay, DBCF, you can go.
DBCF.
Okay, all right. Just to just to speak on what the last person said. First and foremost, she's not. I don't believe she's playing a game. What I see, or what I have seen so far in the 6 weeks is girl sees boy, girl likes boy sees girl, boy likes girl, and they just ran with it without stopping to say, okay, let's even get to know each other first before we jump. But they jumped, and now you have entered. You are not saying things.
I start exchanging saliva.
Exactly. I am not saying things with rest. You're not saying things that, are now looking some type of way. So I don't believe they are playing games as far as I'm concerned. I feel like these are real human beings. And if WANNI is doing whatever it is that she's doing, me, I'm big on giving people benefit of doubt. I'm big on giving people chances. And I feel like that is what she's doing. Now, it's not because she's stupid. It's not because she doesn't know how to react or what to do. She could have matched his energy that yesterday and they will go at it and he will be tired. He will be tired because and they will join and he will just be tired and frustrated. But she chose to respect him. I'm big on these kind of things and I see that is what she's doing. But it gets to a point that you're like, okay, wait, maybe it's just one small thing you would do, and I'll be like, come, wait first, let me rewind my brain. What exactly is going on here? And then take a decision and be like, you know what, I don't want to do this again. And then if you, when Ebuka said that they were boring, I remember that the three of them came together and were like, they were analyzing it. And then they said, okay, when and this, I heard those ones clearly, because me, I don't sleep. People sleep at midnight, me, I don't sleep. I heard them clearly when they were like, okay, we will start games, we will do this, we will do that. They were coming up with more like play things to do in the house, not let us cause. I know that Sean's part was okay that it will just cause one small chaos in a very nice way here and there. Even Juanita was like, okay, maybe I'll just do one small chaos here and there. Not that the three of them will come together and be like, okay, let us act out that we are fighting, that we are hurt. Because honestly, I'm not a Sean's fan, but I saw genuine tears this afternoon. And he was coming from a place of I'm tired of this fight, but I don't even know how to go about it. That's what I saw. And Juanita yesterday was more like, the crying was because she felt embarrassed. So these are, as far as I'm concerned, they are feelings, they're not acting it out. They are just doing them. So I don't believe that, they are doing that because they want to show us that, okay, we are not boring, we can act. It doesn't make any sense to me. And what's the last thing I even wanted to say? What's the last thing I wanted to say? Yes, thank you very much. You said she has entered this, she has kiniko. We have heard you. Come and be going. Mm-hmm. I'm done.
Can I rebut you? Sorry.
No, baby, see, let me go before you. You will still rebut her. Okay. So please, hey, good. Let me start with saying this thing. Forget about sheep, forget about romantic feelings and whatnot. You see, even as a person, Sean does not like her. Even as a person.
I agree. I agree with that one because I've seen it.
And if you don't even like somebody as a person, how can you then say you have romantic feelings for the person? They go hand in hand. I've seen this girl, she would be standing, holding two things in her hand. And Sean will be there, let's go. You can't even, simple courtesy, simple help your supposed babe. At least, you will see men that won't let you touch, lift a finger. But this one, at least help now. At least help. You won't. Do you know what it means for your babe to cry? To cry next to you and you didn't move. There are people in relationships that you as a girl, you would want your man to beg you, pet you. Sometimes you know you're wrong. You know that you're wrong, but you just want to be baby. And they will stoop, they will come down to that level and do that for you. But this one, even when he's wrong, even when he's absolutely wrong, what is there to say sorry? That's how I was on one space yesterday. One guy was saying, as Africans, how do you even put it? We see it normal to just say sorry, but we might not have tackled the issue. It's not every time you want to tackle issue, because most times you're even wrong. For a girl that has come back several times to say, I am sorry to you, whether she's wrong or not, even as a human being in that house, for
For somebody to cook for you, clean up after you, it's a lot. Because it's not easy in that house. So imagine cleaning up after yourself and doing that for somebody else. Even I've never even seen one day that SHAUN will say, today, just you've been taking care of me all this while, just calm down, just chill. Let me do the cooking today. Let me do your laundry. I've never even seen him say, okay, even if it's breakfast, even if it's small bread, even if it's bread, one slice of bread, one he eats. Never. You're always sitting down. Even yesterday when that thing happened, you embarrassed her in front of the whole house. You're not even mature. You can't even handle your issues properly. You're loud and wrong. This girl was literally saying, it's okay. Let's talk about this later. But no. And then later you're ranting. And do you know what it means? Since that time till now, how hard is it to say sorry? I really wish she would listen to what Bigbrother has told her. Forget about strategy or game or whatever. You can have a strategy, you can be a gamer and still at least. And you see, that's the thing, you can't fake, you can't really fake how you feel about somebody. You might think you can, but it will show. It will show in many ways. It's just that the person there wants to keep making excuses for you because of how they feel towards you. And that's why I will never buy this whole is a strategy, is what. It's not a strategy to look out for somebody. It's not easy. And even if it's a strategy, I want to give her cap for that, because to constantly do that for somebody that does not even care for you, that's the one that is even paining me inside the whole thing. She's not my favorite, but like, it's painful because you like, no now. And I laugh at those even comparing him to Shakes. I laugh at those comparing him to Shakes because at least Shakes cared for Bella. You can't even compare the two.
Shakes will even go and beg Bella. So if you go and beg her.
Yes, okay, yes. I also okay too with some of the things he did, but at least you will see that okay, you can never say that he did not like her or he did not have feelings for her. This one is so glaring that and then when there are issues again, you will spin it on her, and then you will say, you can't gaslight me, you can't do this, you can't do that. There are sometimes that as a man, I know say no be me fuck up. You go calm down. I've never ever seen him compromise in this whole relationship or friendship with the two of them. Because see, I'm not saying with the two of them.
You even said dating. You mentioned dating self.
Yeah. I've never seen you do. What can you say now that since I've been in this house, I've done for this girl to really like me and fuck with me? It doesn't do any, like, it doesn't do self-introspection. You don't look into yourself.
It's how he ran the other day when they mentioned ONYEKA was vomiting. It was how he ran to want to go and help ONYEKA.
Do you understand?
You noticed that too? Yes, now he ran.
Even the ONYEKA now, we won't say that maybe he has done any act of service for her, but at least you can see it that he likes ONYEKA. That is it. With this person now, that you are kissing, don't do whatever, doing everything with, you don't even like her as a person. Do you know how crazy that is? Even the TOPHER that they are calling SS3 boy, at least whenever he has issues, you will see that one, he'll be miserable. Whether he's forming it or not, faking it or not. You're not coming to the diary room to cry. What kind of crocodile tears is that one? The tears if I'm even talking about, I didn't even see. And somebody had the mind to post that video and say, hey, this is real love. Now God will punish you and that real love. Maybe shippers are the absolute ghetto cause like they're so like that. I don't know, people that are shipping that thing, they have to be very they are not okay upstairs. They are not okay. And now even for Biggie to be telling her like, we allow him. I really wish this girl can stand on business. Even if thank you for that. Like, please stand on business. And there's something she said today where she was like, she can't keep letting go. She has to teach him. This one self no go learn anything because he don't like you. This kind of person, just damn him. It's going to be hard, but at least you have your twin inside there. Imagine if it was just you. You have your twin inside there. Focus back on your twin. If the two of them split, yes, if the two of them split, WANNI has nothing to lose. She has absolutely nothing to lose. She has her fans. Like her fans are even more than his own fans. if I want to be honest, but they will never agree.
Yes, we are here. We are here. We are here. We can hear you, darling.
Her fans are more than his own fans. And it's not like on your own you don't have content. On your own you're giving. So what's the like free the boy? Just be on your own. When he stays a whole day and starves, he will run back. And it's so crazy because when they are saying okay he's playing again, it's so crazy because I really pity him. I really pity that boy because on both ends you're even losing out. You think you're playing again, but you're just losing out. For you to have a friend like Sheikh that went through a whole lot, you say don't go there. Hey, because now you on the other end with Victoria, you flopped a lot of times, made some silly things. It's even crazy because if this guy came in with his somebody from outside and did not care about the person, who are you?
Who are you? Exactly.
Who are you? That's why when you want to enter a relationship with somebody, look at people, how they treat other people. Never think it can be you. Because if the person you're with treated whoever he came in with that way, how much more you? So nobody should come here and try to make excuses. Somebody can be your favor and you will know that, okay, yes, this person did fuck up. You don't have to defend it. You can just keep quiet. You don't have to defend it. You don't have to what's it called? Agree with it or like even oppose it. Just shut up. Because even you as a woman, if they treat you like this, you won't be happy. And it's very clear. If somebody likes you, if somebody loves you, it's always obvious. You don't need to explain it to yourself. You don't need to look for one small sign there to say, okay, yes, this person cares for me. No. If I was in that house and let's even scratch sheep, and so one particular person is always like trying to do little things for me, in one way or the other, I would want to reciprocate it. I would want to do something back for the person, even in your daily life. And there are some things you can't fake. There's some things you can't fake. You can't even come on this show and tell me, oh, you are different on the show and then you're different in real life or what. Or there will still be some things about you that will actually come out there. I really pity him because the narratives that will fly out here for a show that you won't even win. It's crazy.
This morning when he was talking to ONYEKA, and that one was asking him about love language and all of that, he was like, that his own love language is acts of service. And I'm like, love language is acts of service. You can't appreciate what this girl is doing for you. And then he goes, for me, it's not about cooking. It's not about cooking and cleaning. I can always get a maid, blah, 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 to do that one for me. That is more about, can I trust you? Can you make my life better? Can you do things for me? And I'm just like, are you?
Can you speak now? Thank you.
Sorry.
Apologies. You see what you just said now. That was why I wanted to counter you. That was why I was surprised. That's the DBSF and WANNI and yeah. When you said girl likes boy, boy likes girl. Like I'm like, are we watching the same show? And you know what? First time I'm gonna blame WANNI. Put yourself in that position. In the first place, what do you expect? Both of you are sickle cell carriers. There was never any kind of relationship that would generate from that thing. You guys are just being deluded into thinking anything was ever going to materialize with him. Like, it's not worth fighting for. And I like that SHAUN, was kind of persistent when Bigbrother asked him this asking for. Because if I were SHAUN too, I would persist. I would be like, is it worth dying for? Is it worth fighting for? We are both not compatible blood-wise. So why should I put in the effort? Now, to the topic of the matter, I absolutely blame WANNI 100%. Because why would you not listen to your twin sister? If there's anybody that wants better for you in that house, it is your blood. Someone that you have both shown that in terms of connections in that house, nobody has a stronger connection than the both of you. She came out to you, she told you outright, this guy is not being disrespectful to you, he's not very considerate of your feelings, and you are there trying to make silly excuses for him. Why is it that we women, what's up with our self-worth? When did we start losing respect for ourselves? When did you start? The thing is that SHAUN is not even doing the barest minimum.
He's not doing anything, baby Z. Stop saying barest minimum.
Even go to Bigbrother, even if they are faking it, tell us to be there to get them flowers, to
do them a dinner date. I've not seen Sean go to Big Brother. Yes, darling. Yeah, I'm coming. I've not seen Sean even, even suggested anything of sort to even appreciate what WANNI has done. See, Sean does not even like one. He can't stand that. I have seen so many pictures, on, I don't know whether they are doctored or anything, but based on what I've seen on my TL, of him covering his nose when he's talking to her sometimes. Like, and my issue is this: WANNI may not see it, but you that you are shipping, oh my God, I need to actually, pay attention and pick your brains. What the hell are you picking? What the hell are you shipping from that rubbish? This guy has insinuated that I have smell of pee. Pee! Like, you see, I can also be a shameless shipper, but you see, there are certain things that give me the ick. Do you understand? The moment one of those start moving mad, I run away totally entirely from it. This guy has said, I think on two occasions, he has insinuated certain things that, if WANNI hears of them outside, she might feel some type of way about herself. It might affect her self-esteem as a woman. And then you have people who are calling themselves Shawani or Shawama shippers. What the fuck are you guys shipping?
Shanini, they call it.
Shanini. Killer is ship. What are you shipping? What absolute dross of a ship is that?
We don't shame on.
And you know what? In this life, for me, I'm from my father does. We don't have boys now, as we are all girls. And there are certain standards. There are certain levels. There's certain kind of training that you get in such a way that you feel like you are the best in sister, but no any other person. There's a way that you carry yourself that no man will just come into you and just rubbish you. WANNI has put us. You see that guy is only kissing her because of food. Because I don't even think he prepares his water to bathe by himself. That's the only thing. He's in that shit because he's fucking lazy. That's it. And yeah, he said something that his own way of expressing love is service to humanity. So WANNI that has been showing you service to humanity has shown you in more ways than not one that she actually likes you. And what do you do? What? See, my own is I do not like guys that don't take accountability whatsoever. Yes, never once been accountable to anything that has happened in that regarding that useless shit that I think. And you know what? One of the red flags in a man is not ability to not be able to apologize. In fact, there are certain things that you do, even if you know you are not at fault, that because you genuinely like somebody. Do you understand? You take it. You just let them. And that's just what compounds it to me that okay, he doesn't even like her as a person. He doesn't. It doesn't. And I won't blame WANNI because at the end of the day, I'll just give a bit of, a leeway that, okay, that house is, some type of way. Emotions are heightened. I'm sure that by the time she comes outside, people that love her will let her know that she was being silly for doing all that rubbish for that guy. And me, I'm always for the case that a guy has not put a ring on your of the ring when it comes to engagement. But people that are actually married, if you don't have like a wife, stop shouting on the sister. So like you don't act like a bride, when you are not even a girlfriend. That's what she did. She took herself short. And any man is going to take her. It's not just short. Every other man will take advantage. The only difference is that some of them may show a bit of appreciation. And we saw how Sean treated Victoria. WANNI saw how Sean treated Victoria. So why would she expect him to be different?
No, she has to
that makes her special. She's not special. She's not special. That's what it is. And I hope that she stood on business for once and actually not go back to that rubbish shit. Even if you apologize, keep it at friendship level. So I don't know. I don't know who told people who are city self-carriers that they want to be a ship outside the house. Then I'm going to mark you. So that's my 2 cents anyway because I'm like, which boy? He doesn't like anybody. That guy is a gamer. He's in that show to eat, to drink, and to try and manipulate and win the money, and that's okay. I have no problem with his game personally. I just don't like the fact that these girls are becoming so emotional. You are letting yourself down.
You are bringing down your personality, your self-esteem. You even need self-introduction. You realize that this guy is not an alpha male. So why are you going back there? What do you expect from him? It's baby doll. Oh, that's it, bro.
Baby, see, I understand why those kids are screaming. You know how kids behave now. They will be somewhere, their mom is talking. You are not talking to me. They will scream and scream and scream and scream and.
Sharon, you can speak.
Hello, everybody. Good evening.
Hi, Sharon.
Well, the people that come here, me, I don't want to drag all those girls today. People that call to come and defend rubbish. Well, you people will not make heaven. If all those guys, now your younger sister, you will defend. I don't understand. Where to where? Every day, because I don't they watch small screen by day work. I just listen to where they cry. I even they see the year. I don't think call me a I don't want to talk and deceive me. You know, they say yes, I can cook for home. Waiting. You don't cook for us. Who beats you? Another something girl where they say about Sean. So you maybe now let me say if you are a mother, some children they are like that too because I have a friend like that. If she her daughter, that girl around 10 years old, that girl good for her. If her mother shut up, she go shut up. But if that girl reach her side, like two face with the collar, I should say that Sean and somebody like that, it go they responsible for her. But for her side, it go be as in AK-47. And for me, people wey dey support all those girls wey come dey say they play game, I hope una go ready for our side, not be inside Bigbrother house o. Because I just stand, I know what I'm talking about. 2 years we dey fight, anything they talk, but they will use it against them outside the house. We are because of law. You people should go and be ready to defend. For you people that say it's a game, you people should leave them alone. Shame on you people because if now this is support all those that boy say that girl they do they are night game. Well, people need deliverance. Me, I come in peace. I don't want to drag anybody. I'm not dragging. Thank you.
Sharon came with bazooka, but she said she doesn't want to drag. Okay. Who else wants to say something about this? Shona, hey, I was seeing clips on the tail about TOPHER. That TOPHER is a born liar. This is not even funny anymore. Because why is he telling Bigbrother? Bigbrother was asking him that, oh, so have you told her your age now? He said, her name, she didn't ask about my age, but she just knows that I'm younger. And she now knows that I'm younger. But she didn't ask about, like, what is that? That girl specifically asked you. I remember that conversation they had in the HH lounge when they were still HH. It's how old are you? Twice.
Even at the garden, she asked that same question.
Oh, yeah, Paro. So fast, you are here. Come and defend your voice. You're a liar. So if anybody wants to say something about SHAUN and WANNI, you can request for the mic. I thought TOPHER has told her his age, but he told her he's 26 now. Didn't he tell her he's 26 instead of 24? Is he really 24? No. Because it's also possible he maybe he likes multi-choice about his age. Because I genuinely don't think he would lie again. He's 24. People brought pictures on Facebook. He's 24. And now people that asked if it was like he has actually told her the truth. It was not like she didn't ask me my age. She just wants to know if I'm younger. And now she knows that I'm younger. Hello. That's what he said to me. Yes, now.
Who is TOPHER? ANITA boyfriend have been any boyfriend because I don't really know their name.
So you think that even if you told ANITA the truth, ANITA would leave him?
She would. She wouldn't. She wouldn't leave him.
What's the point? There's no point in doing so. All of them are in that ship. No, there's no genuine ship in that house, not one. Even the WANNI one. And thank God that they are married. They probably doubt their relationship. So every other ship in that house is a gamer. I think WANNI should just learn. I don't think Nelly and ANITA cook for those guys, and they even show a bit more affection. That should be a kind of a yardstick for you.
They raped them. It's not even love this time around.
The minimum you expect from SHAUN. SHAUN is not doing nada. You are cooking for him, you are cleaning for him.
What rubbish? See, it's not. We're not even saying they should love each other. But just be nice, be kind. Yes, be nice to her. Man. Be kind at least. At least you can, if when she's doing the laundry, you can put the clothes on the drying line. At least. That's fucking bullshit. We are the most polite people in the whole world.
Thank you. Please tell them. That was what I was trying to tell these people earlier. Tell them. Baby Z. Walai, even if they don't like you, they will still be nice to you. That's how crazy they are.
They will be calling you lovely, my love, oh beautiful. Even if they don't like you, but to your face, they will tell you, oh my love, oh lovely, thanks lovely. Cultural push. Can you shut up? Shut the fuck up. Like, what do you mean? Which cultural push? Have you ever been to London before? I live in London. Me and my neighbors here, we don't say hi to you. We only say hi. They smile at me. I don't know their names. They don't know mine. The best minimum you do for people that do any form of service to you is to appreciate them. And that's why I feel like even if you don't like somebody, now let me put it, even if you don't like somebody, that person is giving you food, that person is doing the, enough. You should. It just shows that Sean is not a nice person in real life. That's who he is. Do you understand? That's who he is to Victoria. So why should one expect something different? So when I heard you say British people, have you been to Britain? Do you now see? So let's just keep. If you don't know anything about this culture, and you want to defend your faith, just make it personal. Don't categorize everybody who is from London as being bullish and proud and arrogant, and not be able to, even as Abba, please. But when I hear things like that on Twitter, I'm like, are you paid to defend? If you are paid to defend, it's okay to come and say rubbish. Or if you are defending and you are coming here to show all the loose nuts in your brain, to come and tell us British people are, baby Z, this 21st century where we do so. This 21st century where we do so. I fear you people. It is well low.
It's just like when somebody was saying yesterday, I wasn't not 2 days yesterday, yeah, because I was dragging with one guy yesterday that we had to go one on one. I didn't Moti did not witness it. That fight, that kò mi o, mo bú yàrá yẹ.
No, you miss Yan.
On the Kelly race part, right? Yeah. I was no, that was not what that I was trying to make an example, right? In all honesty, it was SOOJ I wanted to mention. Now, so I go call Kelly Ray. Do you understand? And that is like a subconscious thing because obviously Kelly Ray is who I really want to win this season. Yeah, I know. I knew that when I said that, like I made a wrong example. And even as at then, I even retracted. But BBN fans, they will come and start saying the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, whatever. And I just kept quiet. But you see that guy that was dragging me, I finished his life yesterday. Music Marshall. Oh boy, that was how I was now. I was talking about. Do you know the funny thing is that
I finished him too yesterday. We were panting on the TL until I blocked him.
I dragged his mother's pants joint. Do you Wallah, he no get sense at all. And do you not know that even when he was dragging me, in all honesty, I've not even dragged Sean. I've not even said anything about that guy. I just said I'm coming to Sean. Now so he just start hey, you don't have sense. Money, now so I sit down with him and say, whoa, today you go tire. See, in this life, I don't know why people don't like the truth. Of course, this is BBN. You want to support your faith, but honestly, when we see the truth, let's say the truth. It will not kill us. What if it is your younger sister that is seeing this guy, that is in a relationship with him? Will you come on the TL and be talking like somebody that has a knot is already off their brain or something? People will now, he was saying yesterday, London, I'm like, London what? I beg, leave that story. London what? You guys will just be giving stupid excuses. In London, you can fight. I live in the US. I've lived in several parts in Europe. I've lived in that same London for months. Like at least even no 1 year, at least like this 6 months at a one stretch, even if it is The others are like short visits. And in that 6 months, of course, I learned a lot from them. I've lived in different parts I've stayed in different parts in Europe at different times in my life. And in all those visits that I will go to all those places a month, 2 months, I've also learned from those different parts of the world. You cannot tell me, nobody can tell me that rubbish that it is their character, because I've stayed in their midst and I know that it is never their character. People should go and rest. People should go and rest. I live in the US. I was giving an example of a guy earlier. That guy is 100, and that's not the only guy I've known in this US. I have friends that they will go all the way just to support you. What are you talking about? You are there with your friend. Let's see. See, I kept saying it that let's not talk about girlfriend. She's not his girlfriend. They are just there in the house and they are doing whatever, whatnot. We don't know what the fuck they are doing. Now let's talk about friendship. Your friend is doing a lot for you. That your friend that is doing a lot for you is washing or maybe doing something, you will go and stay with the person. If he's washing, you dry it. If he's, look at SOOJ now, if he's cooking food, you to cut onion. If she needs water, go help her carry water. See, that does not mean you are married to the person. You don't have to be mean to somebody for you to actually showcase that I'm not into you. That's not the end of the world, because you also need to think of your own future. That what if I want to marry tomorrow? This is how you miss your own wife. Because how many women want to be out there to be in a kind of emotionally draining relationship that your brain, everything will be paining you every day. You have to be the one to be begging a man all the days of your life. Now, wow.
Maybe the husband's strong suit is not cooking. You will not leave your wife.
You can even be there and be gisting with your wife.
To be suffering in the kitchen when you are there. And just sitting down like the man of the house. People don't do that nowadays.
Not in this part that we are in.
Kojo. How you're married to, do you understand that? Some level of subservience to you. But this person you're not married is watching, like, I don't really blame WANNI. I'm sorry.
I blame her, Amy. I will send him. I'm like, Sean, come, let's do it together. I will say it. Me, I'm not bad. See, that's how people will be like. People will be like, you guys will come on place. We don't know what your boyfriend. Oh, my boyfriend is taking care of me. You don't even know. Come and see. Oh man, see. Let me come and be singing Kumbaya on the space. What are you talking about? I don't lack self-love. God forbid. I'm not putting her down. Do you understand? Because sometimes let's also talk about homes. When you're from some homes, sometimes that some people actually get enough knowledge out of it that they become, it evolves around them, that it forms who they are, who they become, that you will see them, they want the best for themselves because of what they have experienced as a child or maybe while growing up. I don't think WANNI is that kind of person that has actually really paid attention to even our own, as in our subconscious. Like, okay, this thing happened to my mom. She said it with her mouth. Then why are you now allowing somebody to use you as a doormat? That is, do you know, that is so painful that I can even go into that TV and go and arrange them. Ogbeni, if I see you with this guy again, you go collect, you go chop dirty slap. What kind of character be that one? Abba.
That's what Andy should have told her.
Unlike what Andy told her, what are you talking about? See, at least one person in the family, see, with what Andy did, it shows the whole world that there is somebody that stands for the upright, that stood upright. Like, she allowed it to happen consecutively. Like, okay, let's just give this guy a yardstick, right? But eventually, when she saw that this thing is not going to stop, that it is going on and on like a tire that is rolling. Ogbeni, she herself told her yesterday, I'm out of this, I'm not doing this. She said it. And even if people want to accept it or not, WANNI is madly in love with that guy. And I know that, yes, maybe one of the reasons would be because of that house. That house is something else. It's not big enough. Let's not even lie. And I'm not making an excuse for her. You said?
Like, what happened to her over the years? Because I know
maybe she's just desperate that she wants to settle down, because sometimes.
while he went on the show, and when he came out of the house, we saw her. In fact, WANNI and Andy almost had their own fan base that year in 2019 because of the way Sadi used to carry her and the babe. He carried her right there. He was always showing her off. He was always, was always treating her like, I'm not saying there are no other stuff in the relationship that go wrong, but he used to treat her with so much, love. For her to now downgrade herself like this so much. Somebody that you have not seen experience love now will say, okay.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Babes, she said it that she has not been in a relationship for 4 years. That might actually be part of it. Because for that 4 years, she has closed her heart to everything around her. Maybe because of the kind of love or feeling she has for Sadi. I'm talking about Sadi. That the kind of feeling she had for Sadi, and when everything went, when the way it came out, maybe she was so hot that it happens. Some people can be so hot that you would not even think of the next. And meanwhile, the next second, another person is already having another boyfriend. Yeah.
When she has spoken about Sadi, she said he taught her a lot. Do you get?
Mm-hmm.
The way she has spoken about him and that relationship, it seemed like they had a beautiful relationship. That's even the more reason why your standard should be higher. Because you know what I was on YouTube. I just stumbled like on a video. She said it. She said that the reason that they broke up was because she was not ready for marriage. It's not that the guy broke her heart or anything. She doesn't forget. That's not the reason. That's not the reason they broke up. It was not they broke up like, and Sadi just got married.
Who is this weary? Who is this weary that is writing rubbish on this TL? Did you just see what I just saw on your jumbotron? Who is this person? Alpha male, female? Jesus.
Oh, they are just being delusional.
Oh no. Only for me.
You know people they claim all those about me. After boy don't break their heart finish, they don't feel resistant. They on they claim say they be about. If one boy just close, that boy just press their breast. Give them better knacking. Because they say lovey. People should shut up. Useless people. Nonsense.
Sarah will not.
Do you know that? Do you know that I'm still going? I'm still going to stand on that level. That see, I pity whoever. See, I want to believe that when Sean eventually meets a lady that is truly in love with, because I don't know if he will get to that level because of the kind of person he's so stuck up, according to what WANNI said. Yes, and we see it all the time when he even acts up with other people. But I think that with that little thing he did with ONYEKA on Sunday or Saturday night when she threw up, I would say that maybe there can be a little space that maybe one day when you truly fall in love with somebody, it would have that reaction, that kind of um, you know, want to go ahead, you will go all out. Because in this part of the world, this is where I learned that whenever you are doing something in this life, you go all out. You have to be intentional. This is where I learned how to be intentional in my life. And in this part of the world, people would think that the guys are not just useless. So when the women are going to work, the guy will take care of the kids. He will cook for the kids. He will do so many things. He will even cook for his family. In this part of the world, they will share it. It is 50-50. There's nothing like say because you're a man, you now sit down like one shigiti, one whatever furniture. You sit in the chair.
You won't tell me that he doesn't know how to clean up our thing, especially somebody that stays in the UK. And
you do things for yourself in this place. Thank you.
You can get cheap labor. You can get cook for everything is expensive over there. For you to get even a nanny for your child, it's expensive. So I'm very sure he does all these things for himself. But because he has seen that, these people are ready to, and they do it like, in fact, even if it's not one that is cooking, it's another person that is on duty, she will first go and bring plates. Yeah, give some 2 minutes. Give a kilo this, something for me.
See, you know what I paid most yesterday.
Sharon, beg 1 minute. Truly be this thing you just said, God bless you. Now, have you noticed when another person cook before them Ruthie, Dami, those people that used to cook before they left? Haven't you seen that when they are serving, Sean is never forward? Mm-hmm. I mean, he will hold his plate and he will stay behind that person serving. But it's a different case when WANNI is the one, because you don't even need to stress. The food will just come and meet you. I feel like they allowed all these things sharp, or I can't blame them too much. Maybe that's their own love language.
You know the one that paid me most yesterday. After they have that fight, I see it on CN. They give all those people that spoon of rice. They give them 2.5. From sure, your girl, if you stand one here, remember, you know, I'm talking to you. Your girl, party rice. I say, go, if I see this guy, go slap you. Fuck up, boy, slap this. Go push up on this spoon.
She put spoon, said she said nicely, she didn't throw the plate like the food should pour small. She even put it down nicely. I said, oh my God, I'm finished. Well, yeah, but when I see that something, yes, it is something does it play me. I say, Jesus, thank God I don't stand this day. I swear to God. You now say that on day 41, I feel like I stand at the gate and just kidnap her steps and say, yeah, come, let's go for some refreshing. Okay.
Maybe she's ready to get married and
I don't think she's ready. But she still told Biggie that she has so many things she wants to do, and then she's not ready for marriage. Well, so maybe when they come out and Sean decides to take her to England and marry her. Maybe Sean don't promise her England. What is the big deal? If you get an agent, they will do visa for you. What is the big deal about this London process? No, London. I'm sorry. He looking Charles. Let me bust your bubble. You see this Sean guy? You cannot even bring in like your wife. Like you cannot get married now in London, even with your British passport. If any.
Are you there?
I don't think so. So you see all this if there's this anybody's having that dream that Sean will bring me to London, it's a lie. Which job is Sean earning? Like what is he doing that would be worth the kind of money to bring any woman to London? So if there's anybody that has those kind of fantasy, they should just keep it right there now. Yeah, so that's it. To be fair, nobody's bringing anybody to London. Actually, be fair on the girl. I don't even think she. I mean, so how much is London to get a visa in London? It's not even that bad. If their account, big deal. If their own personal account makes sense very well. I beg you, my girls are well traveled. They are well traveled. They are well traveled. To Africa. They are well to London. They've not been to England. So Sean will take her to England now. Wait. Sean will take her to England. Tostos, mostly. Even if it is all the African countries that they've been to, number one, that's good travel history for them. Then two, if they get better money inside their accounts, why? Then go give them. So it's not about Sean or no Sean. My own is just that, and see, I want to, I don't know the word to use. I want to have a little bit of compassion for these girls in the terms of cooking, no, not washing clothes now, cooking. I feel like number one, if you notice, they actually like doing that. Whether we say we do it, they like to put mouth and everything. But I think it's something they do effortlessly. They do it out of like it's not a problem to them. And maybe for them it's now their love language. My own where I have issues is if you have been doing something for a very long time, no matter how good that thing you are so good at it. Sorry for those that does not understand you well. Did they cost you people too that you should not cross leg and man should pamper you? Is it a cost? You don't want to enjoy. You don't like soft girl life. You don't want to be baby like snowy said. You don't want to enjoy all those things that women will sit down and be forming, even though na life, you don't get any headache. Just so that you can get. Do we have scarcity of men in Nigeria? I want to ask a new question. Like so. Wait, what up? See, don't be doing that house that time. Where this boy they cook for? Don't you even know how to boil water? Don't you can even quickly go. Do you can even boil the egg? But this boy was cooking for Doyi. Don't you know? All those guests. Thank God I understand. Don't you know how to boil water?
I bet which guy they cook for doing?
This way they cook for Doyi. This way they're doing the wash plot.
Which guy now? I don't remember his name. Chidi.
Not Chidi, they call her.
Okay, Chidi. Okay.
That's true. Doyi and Chidi get love too. Don't you know how to boil water? Don't you even know how to cook? Don't you even know how to cook? When they ask people, say, I will put egg first, or I need to put pepper first. Don't they ask question? Not even for the dry doing your bad. See, somebody, I don't know who said something here, if it was Trolling B or Baby Z, that when they said something was wrong with Onyeka, we all saw the care, the attention, how SHAUN ran. So I agree to Snowy when Snowy said he doesn't like her. And we make a lot of mistake here. I remember I saw one movie, Grey's Anatomy, where the doctors they were dating, and they were even supposed to get married. And when the lady declined the proposal, they asked her why. He said, "You might be in love with me, but you don't like me." That was the day I actually sat down. That I had to go and read. I carry my dictionary again. They check love, and they check life. Because in my head, be like, how can you love somebody and not like them? It's not possible. But that was when I knew that, it could actually be possible. Liking someone. That means you need to, the person you love, you must also like that person. Some people have selfish kind of love. Yes, they are in love, but they don't like you. That is where you see people who are in relationship or they are married. You see that you claim to love someone, but you don't want that person to prosper. It's because you don't like that person. Do you get? So there's a lot to. I remembered when they were up, week before this last week. Yeah, DPCF. Did you remember when they were up for eviction?
Yeah, I'm here.
He wasn't there for them emotionally. Like even when they were fighting through that time. As in, I think Saturday stroke Sunday when they survived the eviction. He could not even hug them and tell them, congratulations. And I remember both of the WANNI and Andy, they had that conversation that it's like he's beating them. He doesn't want them to probably progress or prosper, blah, 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 blah. I didn't even know that they will still go back on that.
Let me update you on that. Yesterday,
given her the answer she wanted. A guy that doesn't celebrate you when you win.
Yesterday, when he was talking to when he was talking to the Mbadiwe twins yesterday, because we were asking him what happened and he was telling them the story and all of that, he said something. In fact, I picked that one clearly. He said, and I quote, I was asking her, so do you want some time off or you don't want some time off because you're already the kind of guy I am, and for me not to have, he was not telling them that for me not to have congratulated you when you were up, when I knew that you could probably be evicted, I did not even say congratulations to you. That's already should tell you the kind of guy that I am. I said, hey. I said, hey.
He said it himself.
He said it.
Are you sure?
They were, see, I will not come and lie here, my dear, because nobody will be saying they were at that pool table. That was where he was leaning on. One of them, the two of them were holding the sticks, and he said it. That was what he said. That's for me not to have congratulated you when you were up, when I knew that you could possibly have been evicted. That already should tell you the kind of guy that I am. Those ones just were just looking at him. He said it.
From what you just said now, who do you blame? Is it SHAUN or the girl?
My dear, it is my girl that I blame for sticking with nonsense. That's it.
God bless you for you to say the truth. Thank you for you to say the truth, because you get sense. Not the others always call you one they attack this girl just now. Call it okay. Yeah, that girl was very low. She would always say. She would say, she was always say. So that person, that girl that was dragging fears, that girl was very lucky. My manager was here. I wanted to drag that girl. I request the next year is my manager and I say, God save this girl today. It's not me because you pay me offend. May your girl not receive the consideration. When that boy they run up and down, follow her, that boy say leave me alone. When the same person came back, that Omalicha one babe, she was speaking like she's SHAUN's fan now. She wasn't talking like she's a fan of WANNI and Andy. Because if you are truly their fan and you really like those girls, as much as you don't want to throw them under the bus or call out their bullshit on the tail, that does not mean you should support rubbish or support nonsense. It's better you just shush your mouth and not say anything than saying, oh, she chose to be with him. This is our game. Nah, not be game be that one. The game will go they stain you later, years later after the show, to still be following you. That the way they go, the way they talk it may be like all those girls not like person they quit they slap, the way they run follow them yesterday, like fly. If you don't use mistake, give us slap.
Let me even shock you again, right? Let me even shock you again. That same afternoon.
This guy likes food. have him like for the next 3-4 days. Like don't even pay attention.
No, he has that covered. And let me tell you how he has that
Did you see?
covered.
No, I don't care. I don't give a damn. Did you see how she was glowing today? Just one day of not looking for Sean.
Do you get? But you see, the glowing that me I'm seeing on TV is not the real life glowing, no. So that's why I'm just like, why are they looking dark on TV? But real life, she's way lighter than that. So I'm just like, what exactly is going on with this? Anyway, maybe that's how they do their cameras. Now let me even tell you another one, right? So after that, the evening, still that yesterday, she was standing, you know, that circle-like chair that they sit on, right? She was talking to Cassia. And then this boy, maybe he saw her or whatever it is. And then ONYEKA was almost like behind her or just maybe some steps behind. And then he was beside ONYEKA or something like that. And then he tells ONYEKA, let's go outside. My man, I'm like, are you trying to spite her? Are you trying to spite her? What is let's go outside? She didn't even do, my girl did not even do as if an animal or a goat or a baboon spoke or anything. He followed, he said, walk with ONYEKA outside. My man, I'm like, what are you trying to do? You're fighting. It's able to sort out your problem. The next available person, you have jumped to ONYEKA. And since then, you have been keeping conversations with that one. The same ONYEKA that you talked about with these girls, telling them to be careful. The same girl is what they are now palling with. The two of you are now having conversation. You're both doing mental health evaluation with yourselves. You're talking about love language and blah, blah, blah. So I know that if he's hungry, he will go and meet ONYEKA. That's why I said he has that one covered. He will always go and meet that one because he has got to
is allowed to move. No, the thing is, I think you're mistaking me. Sean is allowed to move however way she wants to move. It is up to WANNI. I don't want to get me. So decide that, okay, I'm a woman, or I have certain level of self-worth. I'm not going to allow a man to treat me this way. You've experienced love with Sadi. Sadi was an absolute gentleman on that show. So why would you now relegate yourself to this kind of situationship with Sean? That's my annoyance. Do you get
yes, I get
Mami,
it.
so I want to read some comments. I think Mami, what is it? She's on this space. Maybe she doesn't want to come up to speak. So she has been dropping some comments in like the comment section. So she said, Lord, the problem women say the problem is women see the signs clearly on the wall and try to convince ourselves that it's not so. It started as a sexual infatuation in the beginning, and now that's faded. That man is no longer into it. She, however, seems to really be into him. He look, he wants her out of the house. That is why he's not celebrating her staying. He knows how the BBN environment works, and he doesn't want to seem like a fuck boy. Guarantee you, if this girl called it off, Sean won't seem the least bit affected or sad. He really doesn't like her. It's that simple. And that's true.
100%. Mommy is here. Mommy don't want to speak. If Mommy speak today, AK-47.
She should come up and come up and
No, she's a president person. Maybe she's working. She don't want to speak. She will use AK-47 to finish.
I agree. Like you said something about, marry somebody that likes you more than someone that loves you.
I think I'm going to read up on that. I really have to read up on that.
Because look at imagine marrying a guy that is not interested in your success, who is never happy for you anytime you have any sort of progression in your life. Like,
that's
do
crazy.
you know how crazy it is living with somebody like that? And those are the signs you say, Sean. Do you understand? You're excited anytime there's anything good happening to you. He never ever shows. He doesn't even pretend. He doesn't even pretend. Like, there are people that pretend now, like the way SOOJ and TOPHER. Then stop shouting.
Sorry, Mommy, you can speak.
No, I was gonna say about what Cos was saying. The psychologists say marry someone that likes you, not someone that loves you, because love fades. Likeness and respect is what sustains marriage, and that boy does not respect her whatsoever. Like, he does not respect her. Any man that respects you would not bring gossip to you and make you look stupid, because Ebuka did not even address him. Ebuka addressed her and what she said. Why would he make you look stupid? He doesn't respect her. He doesn't like her. Like you clearly said, he shows more excitement when he's around ONYEKA. He doesn't like her. I genuinely feel like in the beginning it started as a sexual infatuation, and now that they've kissed and done whatever, he's no longer interested. And that's just how men are. Like, when you're young, you just think that these things equate to likeness or love. It's not. It's really just a sexual influence. The unfortunate thing is, she seems to really be into him. But everything this guy is doing shows, I guarantee you, if this girl broke up with him today, he would not shed a tear. However, he came into the house friends with his friend. I forgot what that guy's name is. So he's probably advised him on how the BBN environment works. He doesn't want to seem like a fuckboy, but everything he's doing is like, oh, get away from me type of thing. Like he doesn't even seem like he wants to be around her. Like I wish she would just cut all ties with him and focus on her game. Because truth be told, if they come outside that house, that boy is going to cut all ties. It's not going to work. He's using her because it's beneficial to him. Once that is over, if this girl leaves the house today, it would not affect this guy in any way. He would not cry. He would not be bothered. He would not, and it's really sad how, like, as women, when we start liking someone, we go into wifey mood, washing his clothes, cooking for him, doing when he hasn't given you any form of like intentional actions, or he hasn't even given you any form of assurance. Why are you doing all this for him? So now he feels like he doesn't even have to try. Because you guys are doing everything for him. What else is there to do? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, even forget even being together as a normal human being with compassion, a normal person with a working head. If I have a friend who always collects food and collects mine for me, when I go and collect mine the day that she's not there, the first thing I'll think of is, let me collect this friend's food for her as well, because she always does it for me. So it's not even like we have to be into each other to do that. But the fact that he doesn't do it shows that he doesn't like you. And it's like little things that you have to pick it up, because these are the type of men that you come outside the house and you complain about certain things and they'll throw it in your face. They'll say, I never asked you to be my girlfriend. Did I force you? They'll throw it in your face. And it's right. They never asked you. You're doing girlfriend things you're doing wise things on a girlfriend budget. They will throw it in your face. These men will throw it in your face. Men will have sex with you, cuddle with you, because men are literal beings. Women are emotional beings. They'll do everything with you. And the minute you ask them, what are we? They'll make you seem like you are mad, like you are making things up of the thin air after they've done everything with you. And that's what she's doing. This guy does not like her. I said it from the beginning. I got dragged for it. I'm like, this is not a guy that is into you. He's not intentional. And you're in the same space. This is not like we're outside the house where we have to make time for each other. We have to plan things together. You guys are in the house 24/7. There's nothing you are doing in that house. You guys are not working in that house. You're just existing in the house. There's so much more time to bond and get to know each other and do things if he really was into you. Do you get what all he does is to bring you gossip, like to come and talk about Nelly and stuff. That's a man that is not, it's convenient. It's a situationship of conveniency. That's what he's doing. She should ask her right now, put a label on it. You see the trash he'll be saying, I'm not ready to be in a relationship. Men will tell you, I'm not ready to be in a relationship. Next week, he'll be in a relationship with another girl because that's the girl he truly likes. That's the girl he truly likes. That's how men are engineered. She needs to stop all these things she's doing. And then she came in with her sister. Focus on your sister and focus on your game. Let him focus on his game. Because you're losing sight of why you are there over a man. And it's really annoying. And for those of you saying you bring her to London, Sean doesn't own the British Embassy. You people think it's easy to just carry someone, bring him to on what money? Like, in order for you to invite someone, you need a certain type of money in your account. You need to assure that when the person comes and anything happens to their health, you're gonna be able to pay for it. It's not just to wake up and carry someone and bring them to London. As per what, she probably can bring herself to London quicker than Sean can bring her to London. So it's not just about first of all, if you're doing well in Africa, like, no shade, what are you even coming to do in London? Like, it's not like if you don't come here, you will die.
Thank you so much, ma'am. You really said a lot of things that people have said on this space.
Honestly.
And I will still go back to the idiots that keep shipping these people. You know, I've been seeing a lot of things on my tail. Oh, leave them alone. Oh, people go through stuff in their marriages, in their relationship. I'm like, and does it make it right? Does it make it right? if you see Sean, like somebody was saying, oh, maybe it's the way it was raised. I'm like, no, he lives in the UK. In the UK, for you to have the luxury of, getting help to do everything for you, should you be like one of the wealthiest people, because there's no cheap labor over there. If you want to get somebody to wash your clothes, you would pay through your nose. You would pay like a lot of money for it. If you want to get somebody to loosen your hair, it's not like Nigeria that you can get, cheap labor everywhere. So if you see him around somebody that he really, really likes, I'm sure he's not this way. So she can see it. And the funny thing about one is that she can see all these things. But I don't know why I think now it is about, if I leave him, maybe we'll move to another girl in the house, and I don't know how I would, survive in that kind of
Yeah, but who cares? Is it the end of the world? You people like to put these men on a pedestal. Is it the end of the world? A man that has an issue with you, he cannot even come and address you personally. He will go and tell ONYEKA. And I like ONYEKA, but everybody knows ONYEKA is the radio of the house. She will go and tell everyone. This is not one that cares about you. Because if he did, he would come to you personally and say, babe, this is the issue I have. Why would he? And the way he even said it, it's like he hates. That's a man that hates you. Let's call a spade a spade. The disgust he said it with, that's a man that hates you. But he has to tolerate you because he's playing a game at the end of the day.
I honestly feel like, even if, because I can bet 80% that she's going to go back to him. I feel like she should just tone down the way she does everything for him. Now that you know that it is a parasitic relationship, it doesn't do anything. You are the one who does the,
Go back to him and do what? He said he lives in Dubai now. He say that on the show. He came on the show saying he met Victoria in Dubai. He's moved to Dubai now, so I don't understand.
No, I'm saying that in their house now. Maybe like tomorrow, later today, she'll go back to him and go and beg him as usual, and they'll go back to you.
You guys have really made Sean the prize. I hate how people make these men the bull of the season. You guys have really made Sean the prize of their show.
It's not us. It's what we've seen played out so many times. Because she would go back to him. She will.
I know she will. I'm just saying, the fans, in the way they like to hype these housemates, it's also part of
They'll be hyping rubbish.
You just be hyping rubbish. I'm seeing on the timeline, people are fighting. You guys are doing K-drama and putting things that you wish will happen. And you guys watch too much drama, honestly. This is reality. The guy is probably praying that she never comes to beg. That guy does not want to be around her.
I swear.
I'm sorry.
I'm sure he's looking.
You know when a guy wants to leave you, but he doesn't want to be the one to leave you, so it would seem like the bad person. Yes.
BBN audience, how they can be with things like that.
That's what he's doing. If WANNI leaves him right now, he'll go and stand in the closet and say, thank God. So he doesn't have to be the one to do it.
They shared it here in the entire session room, and she was already saying, oh, he's in love with her. He's so in love. I'm like,
and also people forget that you're in a house where you're closed off with. This is not real life where you have the luxury of meeting different people every day. You're closed off in that house. So it's very easy to just be intertwined in rubbish. But once you come out to the real world, now you've gone on a show that has made you relatively famous. You're probably going to come out to brand deals. Your social status is going to elevate. You'll come out and you'll be saying, who is Sean? You have way more options to choose from. So don't limit yourself. And I really hate that thing that shippers do, whereby these housemates will come out and you guys still want them to be together in real life. It's not working. It's not working. Let them go about their life and do what they want to do. You guys will be forcing. So people that don't want to be together, they have no choice than to put out there on social media they are together. And then you guys get upset when they break up.
Vivian shippers, and you don't even want to know the extent to which they go to see their ship. And most of these people, they see these things. It is very okay to ship rubbish. I think I've been like a victim too. I let people together. I want them together. But the moment I realized the difference between me and the normal average Vivian shipper is, the moment I realized that this is rubbish, nobody's going to kill you. It's okay to.
What ship did you ship, Matilda?
For me, I'm interested. Is it Kosi and Yemi?
Where? God forbid.
Or you ship them around?
Now Bella and Shex, so make you talk out with her full chest. Bella and Shex is not rubbish now.
They are still together.
No, Ella and Shells are actually in a ship.
Yeah, they are still together.
Which one you don't want to talk? Motorola, you must talk. Oh, yeah, talk.
Funny enough, it's not even about VBN. No. First, you know what I'm saying now?
Okay, real life situation, Abby.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Real life situation, and then there's this ultimate love, whatever. It was even the show that brought I and Toss together. So once you ship something and you feel like, oh, this is not working, it is okay to admit to yourself that I'm at the ship of the show. Let me move.
When did you ship?
Calm down.
I came here for this gist. But see, I never knew you to be a shipper. My see that I know, ship with mad. But he does not want to say ship.
Yes.
Doesn't want to
Yes,
hear
I
it.
don't have issues with people shipping. All of us like love. Let's not lie.
Oh, please.
Let's not pretend.
Realistic
But when you
love
see
is
something
okay.
that is toxic and you are howling at something that is toxic, are you mad?
This is what I think, right? I may be wrong as well. So this is what I think. I feel like Sean said he had met her outside before. So he probably saw her outside, while she was DJing, and he probably thought, oh, this is a, top babe, big babe. See, I'm not being anybody. I'm just saying my mind. Please don't go for me. I beg you. Someone almost ate me up earlier when I saw it. The ship is rubbish. So he probably thought, she was a top babe when he saw her, DJ and everything. He did not live with her. He did not know, how she is exactly. And getting into the house, if you even notice,
are you insinuating that she's not a top babe?
This is it. I beg you to of God.
No, I think she means that, like, when you go out, you're usually in your Sunday best. Like, you have makeup, like, you look good. But then, if you live with someone, you see them in their worst. See, no, it actually could have seen it in day one. Guys, he just knows that he has seen them on show. He knows that this is the kind of energy maybe an audience would like.
But my issue is, what is Sean? Is he a top man? I need to ask, because when you are looking for a top babe, do you understand? You must play your own part as well, like a top man. And I'm not seeing anything spectacular about that guy. He's boring.
He doesn't even have clothes. Like, what does he even wear apart from that black hoodie, the orange hoodie, and one pink blouse like that? What else?
You can't even apply lip gloss to say it's like, what top man are we seeing that is expecting a top babe?
I agree with you. So that's probably what he thought. Because why I'm saying this is because just the first day of the house, when the first, clip of his friend came out, and his friend said, that he wants him to be with one of the twins. It may probably be that they've seen them in one show and they actually thought, and what it's giving what your dad and what you got. I'm sorry. So, and that's why he's now behaving this way. But still, it does not excuse his behavior.
But sometimes you can also start attracted to somebody and then their personality can really
That is why I said I may be wrong. But at the same time, like I said before someone dragged me, look, I don't understand it. I don't know why she's still there. I don't know why she needs to do house help for this boy, and he's not giving you anything back. Not even a simple thank you I've not heard. Not even more. It's big. Oh, it's a big deal. Like, in as much as we're looking at it, like, this is big. And you are aware. This baby is aware. This is what I'm saying. She's aware. You're seeing it. You're saying it with your mouth. I cook for him. I clean for him. I make his bed. I cook. I call him to eat. You are counting it. You know. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing, and you are still doing it. And you will call him weird. He'll be angry, and then you go and beg. Yoruba people will say, "Oh my show."
Don't you, Yoruba? Who taught you?
Today's space, you'll be shocked the things you learn on today's spaces. I swear.
How can they ask you somebody is worth fighting for and you say it's a tough one? As in, like
That one took me out. Like really?
Like, do you understand?
Just even pretend small now. It's fast we now come and say, oh, he's blonde. He's straightforward.
I didn't even hear this word. Who asked him?
Biggie asked him that is WANNI worth fighting for. He kept quiet and then said that's a tough one. And Biggie said the dive session is over. So he could not even answer. Like,
and this is someone that cooks for you, cleans for you. I even just said, lace your bed. That's a very new one to me. Lace your bed for you. That's your laundry. And you can't even give a straightforward answer.
She's laying in bed like he's some toddler. Are you serious? She lays in bed as well.
Our good is more than the bad, but he doesn't know how he can handle the bad. He doesn't know if he's ready to handle the bad.
Even pretend. She lays at his bed. Anyway, Annie has suffered though, and it's
a tough one.
Okay, tell me. When people say, okay, love language, right? What is your love language? And some people be like, oh,
spend money for me. That's it. Money is my love language. Sorry. Call me a gold digger, whatever.
No, she's right. No. I think money. No. Money. Some people is financial independence. Some people is financial.
I'm trying to understand what his love language is, like what he does, or
acts of service. That's what he said. Acts of service. Acts of service.
So what is and he has never made. And he has never made.
And she's been giving the acts of service, so then he doesn't like her because she's been doing the acts of service.
I know.
Mommy, sorry. He might be right. What act of service, but what he did not tell you people is it the positive one or the negative one? So he's giving the negative one. He's still act of service.
And the funny thing is, I'm seeing people on the TL say something like, oh, I pray you don't give birth to boys. And if you give birth to boys and they treat it, I'm like,
can I just say that love is not that complicated? Like, if you have to digest, trisect, overthink, if he likes you, then just let it go. It's not that complicated because if you like each other, you just know. A man that likes you will make it very clear.
Me of Mimi and Nayo.
Like, it's not that complicated. The fact that you are even stressed out before you even label the relationship, that's enough for me to say, okay, no. It's not that complicated to know that someone likes you. Because a man or a woman that likes you, you would know from the get-go. All this is a tough one. I don't know. It's simple. You don't like her enough. Just let it go.
Mommy, do you know another fan came up here to say, oh, leave her like that. Even if she wants to leave him, she cannot leave him now. She should not leave him now. She should leave him later. And I'm like, I don't understand. God. If this person was your sister, she's not benefiting anything from this situationship. She's not benefiting nothing. She's not benefiting even a single thank you. Like, God.
She's even having to, like, taking battalion, like, saliva. That's like, the only thing she's getting from it.
Even her sister had to be like, whoa. Like, her sister even had to speak the words of reasoning.
She said he's getting what?
Heidi said
he's not. Mama was so pissed off.
When I heard, let's
explain. You were saying let's give him grace.
I said which grace?
It's grace
from this TV. Which grace do you want to give? But the way Andy answered, I was just.
The thing that is even paining me the most, right? The people in this rubbish ship, right? When these people were up for eviction, please don't come for me. if these people were at least, okay, if she's not benefiting in the house, let the fans help her benefit. There's no single benefit. These people did not vote for them. They still did not vote for them. So tell me what it is. I'm trying to understand. The SHAUN fans are not voting for her. She's not benefiting in the house. Like nothing. So tell me why she should remain in the ship.
No baby girl treatments, no soft life treatments.
Because if they were voting for her, at least they would have touched the poll the last time. Or am I wrong?
I feel like WANNI is an enabler, for these bad men, the way they treat some men. Because if these men now can see, that you don't need to do too much, to yeah, baby.
Another person said, some of us, not me, another person said, some of you have been through worse. And I'm like, hey, God, I beg.
Hey, hold on. That's not even a drag. If I've been through worse, wouldn't that make me experience enough to not want my fellow woman go through it? Like, that's not even an insult. Don't mind them. We've been through worse, and we're telling you, based on experience, this is not it. You would grow up and realize you've wasted your years on a man that secretly hated you.
Like, it's the excuses they are trying to come up. Like, oh, leave her like that. If she wants to wash, let her wash. If she wants to clean. And I'm like, I'm not saying she shouldn't do those things for him. All I'm saying is it being reciprocated? Is he at least, okay, if he's not doing this, is he compensating in other ways? No. Okay, is he even benefiting
This is a
from
man that cannot even get a plate when they are serving.
No.
He cannot even bring a plate forward for you. Like, forget all this extra stuff. He can't do this little thing of saying, because as a human being, if you have somebody that always does these gestures for you and you can't even reciprocate it, forget relationship, forget everything.
You couldn't even get WANNI pillowcases. Like, do you know how bad that is?
Let me give you that story. So my girl accuses him and she was like, you picked up your bedsheet and you did not pick up for the two of us. And he goes, I was sleeping and I came downstairs, so I just picked it up and I went back to bed. I didn't know where you were. I was like, but you left me outside. It doesn't even matter. You could have just, picked it up, kept it in your room or something, and they will come and pick it up. And I was like, and that was it. No sorry, no nothing, no even like that. Oh, sorry, it's my mind.
Sorry is the last thing SHAUN will ever say to WANNI. So sad. I think someone has been raising up their hand.
I'm pained, honestly.
Great man, do you want to say something? You can speak.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
I think I've been listening to you guys. It's very interesting. Very, I'll say very enlightening as a guy listening to, because not every time, you get to understand women's perspective. So I think sometimes these spaces are necessary. Forgetting, let's look aside from all the censorship and everything. I think we can all learn one or two things. I'm a SHAUN star. I'm a SHAUN fan, but honestly, I have to be very, very honest. I'm very, very disappointed. Forget about starship. I like SHAUN, but I'm disappointed on so many levels. I think first of all, me personally, I've always been against this ship because I knew that with the ASAS issue, the dynamics of that ship will work against them, because once you have it in the back of your mind that there's this limitation, there's something that would make this ship not work. I feel like you are just buying time. Everything you are doing in that house is just wasting time. Now, I'm disappointed in SHAUN because at first, you came into this show knowing how narratives fly, right? How narratives can work out. Because he said it in the first week. He was very conscious. I knew he's very conscious. I knew that he was very aware of how narratives will fly. He said it that the only thing he's worried about is about how he might come out to hate, to bad narratives. So I'm wondering why you put yourself in a situation. If you know you don't like somebody enough, that house is already stressful enough. If you know you cannot overlook somebody's flaws, you cannot overlook minor issues, why would you even put yourself in that situation if you know you don't like someone? Because to me, nobody's perfect, right? The only sign you know that you like someone enough is if you can look beyond that person's flaws. But if every single time you have an issue with something, there's always an issue, then you don't like that person enough. So why put yourself through that stress? As for WANNI, I think people who are coming here, somebody came earlier and said, oh, it's gameplay. Please, this is week what? 5, week 6. There's no amount of gameplay that is worth this. WANNI is a very intelligent girl. I don't see it as gameplay. She's too invested in that relationship at this point. And it is very unrealistic to expect her to just pull out immediately, right? To me, I don't see gameplay. I feel like both of them came into that house. They started as, oh, this is convenient for my game. This might help my game. But at some point, things got real for them. On WANNI's side, she has gotten feelings because I don't think somebody will slave for 71 days going through that stress every day. At some point, you have a breaking point, especially when you're not getting anything in return. There's no reciprocation of the, kindness, the act of service that is being done to you. There's no sign of gratefulness or, someone is even appreciating that thing. Let's even say, okay, he can't cook, he can't clean for himself. At least show that you care. There's no sign of that. So at some point, it's either you break or you just burn out. If you cannot pull yourself out from that thing, then you just burn out. And I think it's actually a good thing that this argument, this fight happened. Because if this fight didn't happen at this time, she would continue doing this thing. And maybe it will get to a point where she would blow up. At least you can even see from her diary session, one even seems better. She's even glowing. She's looking good. So, I think this fight was a very good thing for her. It came at the right time. So she can step back, she can think about it. But obviously, I don't expect her to pull out immediately because she's already invested. The only thing she can do now is deliberately remind herself, even if it means going back to her sister, having her sister talk to her, but deliberately reminding herself that she needs to keep on the right track now. She needs to, give herself distance. I don't expect her to just pretend like SHAUN is not there. It's not possible. There's no how she can do that. Do you understand? And as for SHAUN, I don't know, because the way I look at it, me as a SHAUN supporter, I don't even know where what is in his mind right now. Because even if you are playing a game, you are messing up your game. Do you understand? You have gone from being somebody who had so many allies in the house to nearly isolating yourself. You have issues with Nellita and the Aces. You have ostracized yourself from your partner, the alliance because you have to be thinking, I'm just thinking, if you are truly a gamer, you have to be thinking, how do my actions in the house reflect? How is it affecting my game outside? Do you understand? And we all know in this house, in this game, you need alliances. So you have cut off that alliance that you had with your partner. You have the alliance that you have with your friends. You had issues with them. You refused to apologize when you could have just apologized and moved on. Even ONYEKA, you openly mentioned that you would nominate ONYEKA. How do you expect her fans to feel? Then WANNI, the shippers that you even, well, okay, maybe you even keep them. If you are truly a gamer, you've now messed up that situation. So you're on your own. And it's funny, I feel like he is messing up in the house. The fans outside are being stupid and being very, very foolish because they're just ranting over the tail, insulting anybody that they see. Like, I'm thinking, if so your fave is messing up outside, shouldn't you actually be trying to salvage the situation, manage the situation outside? I mean, we saw how, even when, I'll use for example, Sisi. I always say Sisi had so many issues when she first went into the house. But the way her handler and her team handled it is why Sisi even made it to, first runner up during her first season. You cannot be having your fave messing up in the house. Your fans are messing up outside. The handler is clueless as fuck. Doesn't know what he's doing, he or she is doing. Is seeking pity votes. This is not a time to seek pity votes. It's not even voting time. Because the truth is, this boy is doing nonsense in the house thinking it's voting period. It's not even voting period because I want to see his reaction on Sunday. How he will understand that he fooled himself this week and it didn't even benefit him because there's no voting this week. He's the victim. I feel like SHAUN is even actually the victim. Everything that Biggie does is for a reason. And there's always a victim to everything. SHAUN was a victim to something that production did. If you think about it, when Ebuka mentioned that some people were carrying other people in that house, SHAUN ran with that narrative and he kept on drumming it. He's the one carrying. Which made him to even look down on Victoria because in his mind he thinks, oh, because I'm active, because I'm the one making all the connections in the house, oh, that means I have the stronger fan base. Forgetting that the dynamics outside the house is very, very different. There are people. See, I will say it if people don't want to say it. A lot of people are standing the quiet ones, the reserved ones, maybe because of they are tired of loud people. They are tired of abrasive people. They are tired of people being very violent or being very insultive or abusive in the house. They just want to support someone who's calm. Because on a normal day, based on how BBM fandom works, it's very surprising to see that WK, apart from them being married, they have so much support because inside the house they're not as active. But people are just drawn to what they want to be drawn to. So because you think you are gaming, doesn't mean that you have the fan base or you have the support of the mass, the fans or mass support you think you have. So he fell victim to that statement that Ebuka made, I think it was the first or second Sunday. That, oh, some people are carrying their partners. And he just ran with it. He ran with that thing in his head that, oh, he's the one. And that's why you see how he has been treating Victoria, because he thinks he has the upper hand. Unfortunately, he doesn't, because SHAUN went from being a winner candidate to he's struggling the way I'm seeing it. And if his fans don't sit up, SHAUN might not even make it into finals. Because right now, the way the polls, the way he's ranking, he's probably battling it out with them, Nellita and ONYEKA, to enter that top 5. I'm being serious. And if you are a SHAUN star here, you guys need to sit the fuck up. You are not doing that boy any good by fighting. You need to actually help him because he is actually losing support. There are neutral supporters that liked him, but his behavior in the house is making people already. He lost a lot of support because of his pair. There are people that liked Shatoria, but because there's the dynamics of their relationship in the house was unattractive, they went to support other people. They went to support WK, they went to support the twins, they went to support ONYEKA, they went to support other people in the house. So, at this point, I don't even think that reconciling is even the issue. They just need space, but they need to be, they both need to understand that, they've gotten to the point whereby this thing is no longer necessary. I think that WANNI needs to just give him space, and she needs to really reflect and think about, is it really serious? Is it really worth it? I saw a clip of the diary session when Bigbrother asked him, does he think WANNI is really worth fighting for? And he took the time to pause. He didn't say anything. I think it's necessary because at the end of the day, you really need to reflect. Is it really worth going through all this stress? And I'm saying it for the both of them. WANNI also needs to reflect. I know she likes him, she has feelings, but she needs to reflect and understand that when you look back on your journey, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Do you want to have regret, or do you want? I don't think it's worth it. To me, the ship is not worth it. It doesn't benefit any of them. Uh, well, inside the house, she gets to do things for Sean, so maybe he's benefiting. But it's not really going to help them win the show. That ship is not appealing. There's nothing appealing. It's actually very toxic. Do you understand? See, me, I've always been. I like when. And I want to also correct a narrative, because there are some people that just say stupid things like, "Oh, that's how London people act." Did you guys not watch Kidwire? Kidwire was silly, but we watched how, even though yes, he was always he was reluctant to be vulnerable, but we saw how Kidwire treated Erica, even though they had their issues. We saw how Mike was, how he handled his friendships in the house. Mike was a married man. He's a British guy now. So anybody coming and saying that that's how London guys or British guys behave, that's bullshit. Even Sheiks that had issues, Sheiks knew when to, even with his, Agidi, he knew when to go and apologize. There were videos and pictures that went viral of Sheiks kneeling down, begging Bella. But when you just feel like, you can never apologize, you are never wrong, you always want to be right, you will not do well, though. And this will also carry on. If he carries this attitude out, it's going to affect him. Because how are you going to do business with people? You feel like you're always right. You must always prove that you're right. How are you going to do business with people?
The moment he couldn't just apologize to SOOJ after that whole thing, and Nelly after that whole Ebuka cast, I knew that, this is not just a WANNI thing. This is like something, he has deep-rooted issues that he cannot apologize, and it's very bad.
He's so defensive. He will be dribbling you from one angle to the other to make you seem like you are mad, that you don't know what you are talking about.
Can I
still be defending. Grandma, God bless you.
Bless you so much, Grandma. Yeah, baby, say you can add. Yes, we can hear
you. He said something that got to me. I like Sean, honestly. Like, I was one of those first people that, kind of defended him, regarding the whole situationship with Victoria. But I think there's something he's missing. That's why I feel like he's not smart. Your friend is Sheikh. Like, you're literally best friend with this guy. You know the whole situation that happened. I was tagged an abuser, called all sorts of names, post-show. Then you came into that show and came out to act oblivious to the viewers. Is it that you've forgotten that most BBM fans are very emotional people? They are always the kind of people that want to take the woman's side, in whatever situation. Yesterday, the height of it was when WANNI was crying. Even if I felt like she was very performative with the whole crying thing. Do you understand? You should have also played the game. And you just went there. You couldn't even, try and placate her feelings.
No, baby, even if you're not going to apologize, play the game and cry too.
The game.
Cry too. Let's both cry, so there's no one to apologize.
To get the tag, you're going to try. People have been trained what's like gaslighting, narcissistic towards you. Eventually, if you continue to behave like this, it's going to stick. And then you're out of the house with so many things that, it's just funny to me, because at the end of the day, I feel like he's not even a game player. It's just him. He's just a very, very vindictive person. Because if you
this is why I say he's not a game player. He's not a gamer.
Because even if he didn't want to apologize, if he showed remorse or cried, there are fan base that will say.
You now came to cry in Big Brother. Like, who are you appealing? Are you appealing to the viewers? Viewers can see to your bullshit. Because to me, that's what it is. You are the person that you have an issue with. You cannot even placate her a little bit. Just take away that. Just let things die. You now came to cry like, what the fuck? Are we stupid? We viewers, are we mad? What kind of crocodile tears is that? I'm not even feeling it. And I'm like, if you say you're a game player, do you understand? You're supposed to, because me, let me tell you, that cry that WANNI cries was very performative. Like, I'm not moved. But you, that you're in that house, do you understand? You're supposed to see that, this girl's trying to make me look bad. Okay, let me meet her halfway. Do you get, like, simple, like, I don't know for sure, no, honestly. I don't know.
See, you know one thing.
Devil's advocate. Could it be that, like I said, he's fed up and he wants an out of the whole
Thank you. If you want an out, mommy, if you want to be out, there is a way. First and foremost, I blame him.
Yeah, he's doing it the wrong way, but I'm saying, could it be? He's doing it the wrong way, but could it be that?
He's like somebody who is devoid.
Yeah, because he could sit her down and say that, okay, I feel like for now we need a break, and that would.
Mommy, when you tell me he's British, I live in London. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And I work with people who are proper, like full British people. There's a way that even your HR, the way they hire in Nigeria is completely different from here. They are very polite. They are very empathetic with you. Even if they will give you sack letter. Do you understand? There's a way that they will put it that you will not be offended.
Because they don't want to get you.
Because they don't want to get you upset. You want to now hear people say it's cultural differences. It's London people. Like I feel I'm insulted anytime I get that rubbish of space. Stop saying that nonsense.
It's an individual thing.
Like, you say it's a London thing. You're trying to excuse somebody's silly attitude and making it a whole kind of people. It doesn't make sense to me.
I genuinely feel like he's not apologizing. I feel like he's not apologizing because he wanted an out, and this is his way out, and he feels like apologizing would mean they are back together. That's how I feel.
Apologizing. Now, okay, no, I get that he doesn't want to. See, I mean, if you don't want to be in a relationship with somebody, nobody will put a gun to your head to do it. Do you understand?
You're also forgetting that he's probably thinking, oh, this is a show. If he breaks it off, people are going to think he's the bad
guy. So the one he's doing now is what?
See, can I say something?
Yes, you
I
can.
feel like Shaun wanted to switch. See, I noticed something. I don't know how many people clocked it, because I'm very good at reading people. I feel like Shaun knew that he needed to switch up his game, especially when they unpaired them, because the dynamics has changed. Do you understand? All man for himself now. So he knows that whatever he was bringing, even if he's in his mind, maybe it's 50-50 or 60-40 or 70, he knows that whatever he was getting now from Victoria is gone. He's very aware, because he knows that he's not blind to the fact that he was treating Victoria it's not like, oh, he didn't know what he was doing. He's very aware that he treated Victoria.
He's finally reflecting, because they never knew they were going to unpair them. So he's probably reflecting and realizing he fucked up.
Yes, so see what I believe happened, right? They came into the show. I don't even care about whatever backstory. I feel like that thing was a script. Oh, they fought, blah 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 blah. Because if you take your mind back to their first or second diary sessions, right? Victoria was even trying to, even if they had an issue, let's even assume, okay, they actually had an issue before entering the house. You can see that Victoria was even trying to cover up. She even went as far as to say something like, oh, Shaun is my best friend. Even, she was trying to sell Shatoria to the public. Do you understand? But Shaun was so adamant about, don't lie to the viewers. I'm not your best friend. I'm not your person, you have to find your own person, blah 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 blah. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this one? Like, you came into the show, you don't understand that the dynamics of the game, you guys are a pair, you have to sell yourself as a pair. Fine, you got your individual fan bases, right? But you went too far, because I feel like if you look at the other pairs, not everybody is a couple in that house. You can come into that show, you guys can work together as a pair, showcase your friendship, because the whole point is, as a pair, whatever relationship dynamics you have is to show that connection between you two. But you can also
played Victoria right when he's not up. Victoria's fans would have 100%.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, because they are two very different personalities. You know, if it's different from, who will I use now? Like Topher and SOOJ, they're very similar, and they're both guys. Do you understand? So there's a high chance that the fan base is kind of shared. Even though, yeah, there's some people answering, Topher has more fans because SOOJ is just naturally quiet and doesn't really have much to give. So Topher has more of a storyline and he's more visible than SOOJ. You know, if you remove Nelly from that situation, SOOJ will be lost in the house. So, but if you can see, even with the unpaired, they're still the same. I still count Aces as the same fan base. I don't care whatever they are. I don't even know if SOOJ has a fan base, but they're still the same. But you can see with Victoria and SHAUN, they have distinctive personalities. They are both different. They stand out. Do you understand? And if SHAUN was really a gamer, which I keep on saying, because I see Sean start saying gamer, gamer. Your boy is not a gamer. He's dull. He's dull. You know, and you travel all the way from the UK. You buy tickets. You fly in. You should know what you're doing. You should plan. You should be about it. There's nothing bad about it. There's nothing bad about taking your time to understand the game. Why am I here? Because you left London and you came to Nigeria for this game. You should know what you are doing. You came into the house and it's a game of pairs. You abandon your pair to the point that she looks miserable. It's so obvious to everybody. Now, Bigbrother and Ebuka even try to save your game. Multiple times they tried to save SHAUN's game, because I believe that maybe SHAUN was even a potential winner for production, but he messed it up himself. The first direct session, they advised you on how to work with your partner, but you kept on undermining her, undermining your pair. Ebuka even tried for you, but you still refused. Then you enter the ship now. You've left your partner, you enter the ship now, and you now start self-sabotaging again. So how does that aid your game? Because now I believe like SHAUN wants to switch up his game. He has mentioned twice about being a playboy. Unfortunately, the game is at a point where there's nobody to play that game with anymore.
You started the game as a lover boy. You can't just suddenly.
Yeah,
Exactly. It's now.
So he wants to pivot. He wants to pivot to a new storyline, but he cannot detach because first of all, he's useless when it comes to life skills. He cannot help himself in that house, either because he's lazy or he's just nonchalant. Because you can't tell me, even at some point, shame should catch you now that a babe is watching for you in the house. You cook, you cannot wash your plate. Even people that they cook for, they wash plates.
I think that people are excusing the behavior of not having simple life. Because he's a UK boy. In the UK, it's not like he grew up with maids and gardeners, and he should be able to.
Even if you did, Kidwire grew up. Kidwire's house, he said it now. Kidwire has cooks, servants in his house. We've all seen it. And we saw how he used to cook. He cleans the kitchen. So what are we talking about? Does his father have money like Kidwire?
As an adult, you should just know how to take care of yourself.
It's simple life skill. You went to boarding school. You went to boarding school. Don't tell me that you cannot wash, you can't iron your clothes, you can't clean.
1 minute, great man. You've been speaking. See, sorry for cutting you short, but I needed to come here.
see. I wish I can see right now. Let me just give you one nice peck on your head. Because if every fan can be like this, where you highlight the flaws of your fame, oh my God, this world would have been a better place. And they don't understand that it is tough love. It does not mean you don't love that person. But I don't understand.
Yes.
BBN, they do like cults. You must not call out the bullshit of the person you are supporting. God bless you. That's the only thing I want to come
Yes,
to come and say.
that's why you will never see Sean or any person picture on my PF. You will never see. I will never put Sean star or anything Sean because I'm not a stan. I'm not in any fucking group. I'm not in any WhatsApp chats because WhatsApp group. I joined before I left because when you see the discussion, there's nobody to even if everybody is acting like sheep, at least let somebody say the truth now. The funny thing is they know the truth, but because they feel like they need to defend, and I will say one thing I've noticed. Everybody knows most of his fans are Sean Sheikh's fans. I still say it, and I'll say it again. I saw it at the beginning of the show, and I knew that this thing was going to happen. Immediately he entered that ship because I could see the way they started disrespecting and talking about WANNI from the first week. These people are carrying trauma. Like, because funny enough, I was a Sheikh's. I supported Sheikhs during this period.
No offense.
Do you understand?
Are saying people are carrying trauma over a show.
Yes, because it was that deep. It was that deep, and that is why you see that they even defend what is not defendable, what does not need to be defended because they feel it's just this trauma. They feel and when they are defending, see, there's a way to defend with constructively, like you put out points. But when when someone tweets something and the next thing is to start insulting. In fact, they don't even read. I feel like they just search for Sean. And once they see that you tweeted about Sean or anything, any of the tags, maybe London boy or anything, the next thing is they just start insulting. Go through the tail, it is insults. Because and when you have an admin that is as stupid and as unreasonable as someone like Music Marshall, why won't the whole fan base be acting like foolish idiots? Because all he does is insults. I mean, he's the fool that came on space and was saying that AS can marry. That there's bro, are you dumb?
No,
are you okay?
Oh, AS and AS can marry.
No, AS and AS shouldn't marry because the risk is too much. Yes, I know that there is science, but it's not available to the masses yet. Can they afford it? No. The procedure he was describing.
Even if they can afford it, the emotional trauma that comes to that.
People are not considering that. There's emotional trauma.
They're not considering the hormonal impact on the woman, especially.
What are you talking about? It's not realistic.
No, but I think
it's not realistic at all.
They are not going to get married. There shall be no wedding, no marriage, no nothing. Finish.
No, let's not even say that.
Not happening.
My point is that people that will never allow what Sean is doing to do it to their sisters, to their female friends, their cousins, are defending nonsense, all because they feel is a gender bias. And when I be reading some of their tweets, I'm like, you guys. I'm thinking maybe these people are 5-year-olds or like.
Tell me what are some of the examples of the gender bias? Because from what I'm even watching and the little I'm hearing, he doesn't.
No, okay. For example, now, right? They say one thing they've been drumming about. I think they've been tagging Ebuka. I've been seeing tweets where they're tagging Ebuka saying, they need to expose WANNI for calling him a woman beater. They are holding, the comments WANNI and Handy have made about Sean. And me, I have my opinion about that, right?
Why did they call him a woman beater? Like, I haven't read.
Yeah, I don't. In fact, the context in which she mentioned that had nothing to do. It's not as if she accused him. She only mentioned it was about the Blue Therapy show, and how narratives fly, and how he is also aware that there were narratives, being made when he went on that show. There was a show he
I watched Blue Therapy very well. He didn't beat her.
No, he didn't beat her, but there were some narratives.
No, he cheated on her. He was like a serial cheat, but it was nothing.
Yes.
About domestic on there. Like,
yes.
You know
so
what?
I don't know.
I can't even lie.
I don't know what discussion he had with WANNI, but what WANNI mentioned, is like trigger words. Like I said, this all boils down to trauma because they're not even processing.
No, but I understand if they feel some type of way because he came into the show associated with Shex, and people have this narrative about him being an abuser. So I understand how his fans feel because if he's never touched a woman, I watched Blue Therapy through and through. There was never an episode where it was surrounded. In fact, in Blue Therapy, his girlfriend actually came across more assertive than him. He was like, the girl is. And then there are videos out there whereby even after Blue Therapy, I remember there was a video trending where they went to a supermarket and she was the one being aggressive, hitting him. That video, I don't know where I can find, but it was even on the timeline. It was somebody was in their car.
I think they said it was scripted.
No.
It was scripted. It was actually scripted.
After the Blue Therapy, they were out.
It was
on a normal day out. And then they were
it's still scripted.
That video was scripted.
It's still scripted. It's like a skit.
Blue Therapy. Yeah, but he never, like, my whole thing is let's stop. Like, he never touched anyone. So why are we putting out that narrative?
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. The woman bitter comments, it boils down to the conversation WANNI had with SHAUN because she kept on referring to what SHAUN, knowing the fact that, there's no how she would say that if she didn't already have that discussion with SHAUN. He was the one that told her about Blue Therapy. So whatever it was, probably wasn't. It was shown. They probably had that conversation off camera. We didn't get to see the details. But the issue is because, and it all boils down to the production. Because if you don't see these conversations and someone says something, there's no way to link it back or verify. But that aside, I feel like they just ran with those buzzwords. Now, like I said, I also have reservations about the heavy-handed words that the twin use when they are angry or whenever they have issues. Do you understand? That is not an excuse for what has been happening because I feel like they feel whatever he's doing to her is justified because she made some comments when she was angry. And we all know people say stupid stuff when they're angry. Doesn't mean they mean it. They just say things when they're angry. But it still doesn't justify because SHAUN's own is deliberate. And what really baffles me, and it's something very strange I've never seen. I think someone mentioned it earlier on this space. When you have an issue with somebody, it doesn't mean that you should retract every emotion, care, kindness from that person. It feels like he just switches off. It's almost like a light switch. And that is very inhuman. Because even when you are quarreling with somebody, you will still show signs of care. But SHAUN detaches completely.
Because he doesn't have respect for her. He doesn't care for her.
It's not just about it's not about WANNI. It's a pattern. He did it with Victoria. So it's not WANNI because he did the same thing with Victoria.
But what did he say about Victoria when the whole thing happened? He said, "Let's not act like we are best friends." Over and over again, the guy.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
He treats you horribly.
Yes, because SHAUN is the type of person that if he has issues with you, he switches off every emotion completely. He will not show you any emotion. He's very ruthless and brutal. That is the kind of person he is. That kind of person is not somebody you want to have issues with. I swear to God. Because those are the kind of...
He's not ready to settle down. You cannot be married to a woman.
It's not just about settling down. We're talking about friendship.
The funny thing is,
it's not just about...
He can come out of the house tomorrow and meet a girl he's truly into and settle down the next day. It's just
it doesn't change that. It doesn't change that pattern. You're still getting it wrong.
No, I'm not talking about the pattern. What I'm saying is people will change for who they want to change for.
No, he wouldn't. I know why I'm telling you this.
No,
He
people,
would
there
not.
are people that you think they would never get married.
It's something that's been enabled. See, it's something that's been enabled. Sean shows signs of someone who has been enabled from childhood. And children who grow up far away from their parents, they send them to London. When they come back, they exhibit certain behaviors. And I have to blame our parents, because there's some parents that they grow up, they send their children abroad. I know Sean. I know about his family. I know I know his dad. I'm not really going to go in detail, but I know the kind of background he comes from, and I can tell you that people who come from those kind of wealthy, well-off backgrounds, they are very nonchalant when it comes to their children. They enable certain vices when it comes to their children. They don't pay attention. That's why I see they send them off to boarding school. They don't train their children. So if somebody they learn all those, they can grab and take different character patterns and behaviors from different environments.
Like as an adult, we all have childhood trauma, and your childhood trauma should not be a reason why you.
But it's something that's why I say it's something that has been enabled, and until he's held accountable, he has, and the problem is he has already reached adulthood. Who is going to hold him accountable?
Can sit down now and eat my girl's food, Abby. It's very shameless. So see him eating the food now, releasing the food. Today you can see. Okay.
Who is it? Is it him?
People generally put the house for eating the food, so you can eat the food.
Okay. Sorry, but Sean is just like me. My mom can piss me off and I'll still eat them.
Biggie told him to be shameless.
Did he force money? I don't get it.
That's what I'm saying. See, I can't even blame him.
No, I don't know how he got the food. They didn't say the part where anybody was giving a bite. All I'm saying is that I know that my girls cooked this afternoon and he's eating the food, but I don't know at what point he collected the food.
What I'm saying is I can't even judge him because he's as shameless as me. If I'm hungry and we fought, I'll still eat the food. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yes,
the parrot is about to spill tonight, though. I don't know what time.
Are you for real?
Yes, just posted.
Is it today?
All I have to say is WANNI fans need to stop. WANNI or Sean's fans, stop focusing on the ship and focus on your faith, because that's a very pointless ship. Put the energy into your faith. At the end of the day, only one person can win the money. You're not going to win the money as a couple. So forget all this thing you are doing, this ship you are doing, especially when you know the ship is not going anywhere. We've already established it's not going. I established that in week 1. I said this ship is not going anywhere. I established that in week 1, the day he sat there and said he likes Nelly, but he's the type that prefers women to come to him first. I said this is a ship that is not going to last, because he's already made it. A man has already.
Let me tell you something.
What he prefers.
He doesn't even like Nelly.
He's settling for what he doesn't. His second option, because his first option is not, following him around and doing that. So that's something that was dead on arrival. Because how can you sit there and tell other men that the girl you like, you want her to come to you first? So in what you're saying is you settled for the second option because your first option didn't come to you.
You guys are still getting this thing wrong. He did not like Nelly. He figured Nelly was. See, even when I look at there was a clip of a show that his friend did, and they asked him, if you were not with your current partner and you went into the house, who would you connect to? You see, Nelly gives up everybody the same thing that people saw on the outside. The aesthetics. Reason why people were shipping Sean and Nelly is the same reason he would have wanted to go with Nelly, but he could see that Nelly would not be the kind of person he would control. Meaning, she wasn't desperate, or she wasn't eager. I won't use the word desperate. That's the wrong word. Let me use the word eager. Is the eagerness.
You're massaging the West. Your fave is the type of person that likes his ego to be massaged, and Nelly is not the type of. Because I cannot see Nelly washing his clothes. I cannot see Nelly laying in the bed and cooking for him and treating him like a toddler. I think we spoke about this Nelly and Sean situation with one of my aunties this afternoon. So I said that he likes Nelly. Look, now I won't say he likes Nelly, but he attracted to her. Yeah, somebody that he could ship with. But if you remember, he said that
He doesn't want girls that will chase. He does not want any narrative that would paint him like a simp.
Thank you.
Like a simp.
That's what I'm saying, and that is why
Shegs was so,
he was painted as simp.
He was even saying it that I don't want to make me feel like I'm a simp. He kept saying it when they first started. Bella was very tough. She was a tough baby.
No, that's the problem when you come into the house with a preconceived notion.
So,
like
he felt
overthinking everything.
What he doesn't know is that Nelly just looks the part. I don't think Nelly would have given him issues if he wanted to, pursue her. She wouldn't have played him or tried to. She would have just, because I feel like she likes him too. But in his head, she's like, oh, if I try to pursue this babe, she would make me want to, And I don't think Sean can do that. I don't think
exactly.
He just went for the safest and easiest option.
Sean is more concerned about not looking like a simp. In fact, that is probably the reason why he's even reluctant to apologize.
Would you rather he looks like a simp or he looks like an asshole? Because I think you would rather he looks like a simp. It's better for
He doesn't need to look like. For you to apologize doesn't make you a simp.
No. I'm saying just generally, if he was a simp, wouldn't that be better than the character he's playing now?
Well, if he came in as a simp, I wouldn't have geared towards him, or I wouldn't have been,
So what made you stand Sean?
Because I liked initially when he came in. Okay, let me say probably because of bias, because I already knew him before he came into the show.
Okay.
Yes. But aside from that, it's different when you see somebody out and when you start watching the person too far, because you can see somebody online, or you meet somebody once, but watching that person 24/7, you kind of get a different a different outlook on that person. So initially, Sean was very, very, he seemed like a very, very balanced person emotionally. I like people that are very balanced because I'm like that. I'm not
like was as much as he had a thing going on WANNI, he has his bromance with TOPHER and SOOJ. He has this thing with the Bbnaija twins too. All of his
he had a good game.
Asking because this year I'm not standing anyone, right? I'm just universally watching, and I'm asking because sometimes when you have to ask the fans why they fell in love with the person, because it gives you an idea of why they are defending rubbish. Do you understand? But now I understand why you are
Mommy, most Sean fan base, I don't even think they stand.
That's what I want
like him.
I understand what this guy is saying because
Sheg's friend.
So I want to know why they started standing Sean, because
and that's why Sean keeps saying that is what he has in his head, and he keeps saying I'm the one carrying because he already has the notion that I have an inherited fan base already. So in his head, I'm the one carrying
it. So every time he opens his mouth to say, I'm the one carrying such a big fan base. That Shegs have a
if you're coming on this show for the first time, you have no association with it. There's always that level of uncertainty. You cannot outrightly say in the first, second week, when you've not even stood on your own, or you feel you are carrying anybody. Do you understand? And I feel like he already had that delusion coming into the house because he felt like, okay, I already have this exposure. People already know, association with Shegs FC. I come in, he's feeling like, okay, maybe he has probably sized up the guys. Maybe he feels like,
because before you entered the house, like 3 weeks before you entered the house, I even said to my space.
I want to know, does Shegs have a big fan base? Because I'm not privy to his.
No,
he does.
No. Let me categorize
a fan base.
Let me categorize Shegs fan base. They are rich. They are not necessarily.
They are rich and they are very supportive.
They have pockets.
Okay, I understand. Okay.
Yes. But you see, the funny thing is, he's not even getting.
He seems. I'm asking because Sean is giving. He seems a little bit overconfident. So that's what I'm asking. Like, how big is the fan base?
Oh,
okay.
I'm a Shegs FC. I stand Shegs. So Shegs FC are, this fan base that would go all out for you.
Yeah.
They want to go. Shegs FC. God, those ones they are die hard. So every time he opens his mouth to say, "Oh, 80% of them, that is what he has in his head, because he already feels like, I have and he did his assignment before entering the house. He already reached out and all of this. So I knew, even before he went into the house, I was like, he's going to be in the house. So he already did his background work, and he knows that, people did for me. But one thing about this show is you can never know and you can never beat popularity votes. You see, people bring together, drop money to do something. They can never beat all these people on the streets that are doing their 100 votes in the corners of their house. You can never outvote them. You can never, once you don't have that popularity you can never win. So it doesn't, right now as it stands, the people that loved Shatoria together as a pair, most of them, tilted towards Victoria because of the way he was treating her. Some of them went to another fan base.
I think one thing you also misses out is that for your fans to go out for you, let me tell you this, some Bnaijas supported Anita. I noticed that trend. You understand? I tried to support her. I tried to like her. But I just realized that I'm not gravitating towards her, no matter how much I try. I find that boring. Do you understand? So I think the thing with Shaun is that it's going to have fans, but they won't be tired.
That's the issue.
I understand it because I didn't see anything to spark that. There's nothing there. When they told me, I'm like, okay, let's see, let's wait and see. And when I watched him, they one day, I'm like, there's nothing here, and I like. Some people still ask me, why are you not standing Shaun? No, I don't do my things that way. If I see anything that connects me to him, I would have stand him. But there's nothing. Like, nah, I'm not doing this.
Let me tell you something, right? And I'm sure the people who were Sheiks FC here can testify. Shaun did not build his fan base from day one, because Shaun built his fan base during as in across his time in the show, and it's because of what Sheiks went through in the house. There was that emotional connection and bond. It's not just about